compilation of every word that has come out of the mouth of Olódùmarè with regards to the functioning of this life. So every time we delve into one Odù Ifá, we are asking ourselves, what is the information for today? What's the information for this life? What's the information for today? What is the information that Olódùmarè is giving us today? And I'm grateful that every time we dig into the Odù Ifá, we find something new every day. We find something that is new every day. Turn this on so that we can see what's happening. We find something new every day. We learn a new direction. We learn a new way of doing things. We get more information. Please don't send in your heart me yet, please. Let's see what the flash goal is, so that we know when and when not to send it. So every time we delve into another Odù Ifá, another ÌṢÄŠE Ifá, we learn something new about life, about our journey, about how we're supposed to go on in this life. And it answers a lot of questions that religion cannot answer, education cannot answer, westernization cannot answer. And that shows us the depth of the information that Olódùmarè has given to us. And that is why we do this every morning, to increase our knowledge, to see how we can bring the Odù Ifá and apply it to our everyday life, to increase the quality of our lives. You understand? So at Ifá College, what I do is, like I always say this, I help you to learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifá, about ÌṢÄШE, about African spirituality, about Africans as a whole, who we are, what we represent, you know, what our roots and our sources, where we take it from and what we are doing. It helps us to learn to be better people. What did Olódùmarè intend for us as people of color, as people of African descent? What is those things about our history and our story that they did not tell us, that they tried to hide from us, that they took away from us? Ifá explains it to us, and then we see that these things have been recorded way before you and I were born, way before you and I came here. And the people that went ahead of us, they saw this truth and they tried to hide it from us, so that we are not aware of ourselves, so that we are not aware of who we are. We are not aware of the things that we represent. You know, that is the spoon. That's what I asked for. So that we are not aware of what we represent, and we are not able to fulfill that thing that represents us. That is why they hid that truth from us. So what we are doing right now is uncovering that truth. We are uncovering the truth about our life, about our destiny, about who we are. And there is no way to uncover that truth more than digging deep into the words of the person that gave us that truth. That is the closest way to, that is the simplest way to uncover the truth. Turn that off first. The simplest way to uncover the truth. And that is what we do every morning. So 6 a.m. Nigerian time every morning like this, we are here delving into another Odù Ifá and looking into it. I know that as you scroll through the through TikTok, you hear a lot of information. You see a lot of people reciting the Odù Ifá. People recite it, they talk about it. It sounds so lovely. It sounds good. But then after reciting it, what else do they do with it? What are you able to do with that information? I see people jumping from one post to the next, saying, please, can you do Odù Ifá or Àbọrú for us? Can you do Odù Ifá Ejiogbe for us? And then I go into the comment section. After the person has done the Odù, what exactly do you do with the information? Nothing. You just know it to yourself. You are just able to maybe save that video and recite it, and then that's just all that there is to it. But then Ifá is more than that. Ifá is just more than you reciting something. It's just more than the poem and the stories. And Ifá is deeper. It contains more and more information than what you are just able to say on the surface. Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè. There is nothing that exists in human life that is surface level. Look at the mountains, look at the valleys. Tell her to bring it back. Look at the mountains, look at the valleys, look at the oceans, look at the depth of humanity, look at animals, human beings. There's nothing about the existence of this universe that is just surface level. So that goes on to tell us that there is nothing about the Odus, those written scriptures, that is just surface level. That's why we take our time every morning to dig into it and find out what it says for us beyond just that. Look at this thing, you're covering it. We find out what it says to us beyond just what we are thinking about, just what we can see. And we spend a total of about 1 to 2 hours explaining one Odù Ifá, just one. And everybody has something different to pick. And you know the beautiful thing about it, every new time, every subsequent time you go to the YouTube channel to rewatch the same Odù Ifá you had listened to before, it comes with something new. There's another new information. There's a new message that comes with it. So this is us saying that Ohun Olódùmarè nífá, Ohun Olódùmarè nífá, and we are picking up that information every day. Look at what is going on as you're doing it. Ohun Olódùmarè nífá, and we are picking up information from it every day, and it is changing our lives. It is changing our lives, and it is growing how we see life, and it is improving the quality of our life every day. Like this. It is improving the quality of our life every day. That is the reason we delve into the Odù Ifá for each new day. So today, the Odù Ifá that we are going to be looking at is Odù Ifá Iwori Ogunda. Odù Ifá Iwori Ogunda. Mrs. O Forever, Grand Rising, Mr. EP21, Auntie Golden Light, Queen Nema, Sumaya. I see everybody. Queen B. Esther, thank you so much all for joining. So Iwori Ogunda, Odù Ifá Tagbeyewo leni. And I think we have dealt with this Odù Ifá before, but we are going to see another side of it. Like I said, there are different sides and different layers to the Odù Ifá. Ìhà tó máa kọ sí ẹnìkan lénìí, òun kọ́ ló máa kọ sẹ́nìkan lọ́la. Ìhà tí Odù Ifá máa kọ sí yín lénìí, òun kọ́ ló máa kọ sí yín lọ́la. The information that you are going to get from the Odù today is not what you are going to get tomorrow. Temidayo, thank you for joining. Beauty Race, thank you for joining. Now, before we start off, what do we start with? Ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀, ká tó wọnú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá, kí la máa ń kọ́kọ́ ṣe? Before we start, what is the first thing that we do? This way. Before we start, what is the first thing that we do? We make our Iba. Iba is the first thing that we do. Nkota akoko máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. And we make Iba to recognize the powers that be, to recognize them, to tell them that we understand the hierarchy of things, and we do not take this hierarchy for granted. We understand that there are powers that control everything, and we have to pay homage to them before we are able to move on. Iba is something that everybody should learn. In whatever language that you speak, you need to learn how to make Iba. You need to learn how to pay homage. It opens doors to the rest of your spirituality. If you don't take the right step first, every other thing will go wrong. Every other thing will not go right. And this is what Iba is. This is how Yoruba spirituality and African spirituality as a whole is designed, whether you want to accept it or not. That's the way it is. So please, learn the Iba. If you are not able to purchase the Ìṣẹ̀ṣe book for some financial reason or the other, pay attention to the one I say here every day. And if you are able to purchase the book, head over to the YouTube to the website ifacollege.ng, ifacollege.ng on the website, and purchase the book Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Find it out. Read through the page and see the one that works for you. It comes in audio and in video. In text and in audio. In text format and in audio format. Learn it, recite it, practice it. As you are doing it, Speak it out every day, every step of the way, every day. Is that okay? Our flash goal is roses. 16 people to send in roses, 16 different people to send in roses. So you can also send in your heart me for the day, since the goal is not heart me. 16 different people to send in roses. So you go and learn Iba. Iba. How to make Iba to every power that is represented. You need to learn it and understand it and be able to recite it for yourself. Now let's start with Iba. Moving Wheels, Grand Rising, you are watching from Kenya. Thank you so much for joining us today. Eshe adúpẹ́. Akodaye Asheba. Akodaye Asheba. Asheba tí wáyé ọjọ́. Asheba tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé Asheba, aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Òrànmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí Asheba, ọba tó lọ kọrin kése, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé. Kábíyèsí atẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, Elédùmarè ọba tó tẹ́ sánmọ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́ aṣọ, tó tẹ́lẹ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́ní, tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀. Kábí yín ò sí o, ògbénú Wúndé Aṣọlá, ògbénú Adélébọ̀ Ṣògo, ó gbénú Òyìgí, ó ṣọlá ìlà. A ní kábíyèsí atẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé kíbà wá ṣe o. Ajagunmalé olúwo òde ọ̀run Àṣèbà, olúbíkin ọ̀sanyìnbíkin Àṣèbà, Àṣèbà yín ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin ajẹ̀fun èèyàn má yó, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jọ̀rọ̀ òǹró, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ògbìmìgbìmì tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń rìn gbìngbìngbìn lẹ́ẹ̀kúnlé ẹni tó bá wù yín. Àṣèbà yín ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́, Àṣèbà yín ìyá mi àlàkẹ́, Àṣèbà yín ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ òde ọ̀run, abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, Àṣèbà yín aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Àṣèbà orí, Àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, Àṣèbà ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé, Àṣèbà ìyá àti bàbá, àwọn tó dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé wa lórí, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa, àwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, Àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Onílé ni ògbódò ọ̀rà, mo ṣèbà Jíbọ́lá, mo ṣèbà idán, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣèbà gbogbo ọmọ onílé látorí Erelú dórí Òṣùgbó, mo ṣèbà àwọn olúwo, mo ṣèbà àwọn ìyá àbíyè, àwọn apènà, àwọn lísà, àwọn balógun, Àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo Iyanifa, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, ẹ̀yin àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí, ẹ̀yin eléwé ọmọ, ẹ̀yin oníṣègùn, gbogbo wa tá a gbìmọ̀ pọ̀ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrún mọlẹ̀, mo ṣèbà ọ. Mo ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè á máa jú wa ṣe. Àwọn tó láyé á yọ́nú sí gbogbo iṣẹ́ wa, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ á yọ́nú sí, àní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe, àní ṣiṣẹ́ gbà. Àwọn olówó ńláńlá, àwọn alájẹ ńláńlá ló máa wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ń lù á máa dún, bá a ṣe ń já ewé á máa jẹ́, bá a ṣe ń lọ egbò á máa dún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, mo ṣèbà ọmọdé, mo ṣèbà àgbàlagbà, mo ṣèbà dúdú, mo ṣèbà funfun, mo ṣèbà orí àtẹlẹ́dàá ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń gbọ́ mi lénìí, tó ń wò mí lénìí, mo ní kíbà wá ṣe o. Àṣe èèpà ọ̀ṣà, àṣe èèpà ikin, àṣe Ifá orí mi rèé, Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, Ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín, Ifá afinumọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, àṣe èèpà Ifá o, àṣe èèpà ikin. Àní kífá bá wa ṣe, kélédùmarè bá wa ṣe, káwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa tún ti fẹ́ bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi lénìí. Ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá yìí òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa. Kífá bá wa ṣe, kélédùmarè fìmọ̀ hàn wá, kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tá à ń gbọ́ lénìí kó dénú wa kó di odindi, kó múre ajé wá, ire ọlá, ire ọlà, kó mú ìtọ́nà wá, gbogbo ibi tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí, kífá bá wa tún orí wa ṣe, kí ọ̀rọ̀ Elédùmarè tá à ń gbọ́ lénìí kó di ayọ̀, kó di ire, kó di ọlá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ká má ṣe lásán. Ifá ti bi àwọn ará wájú, Ifá ti bi àwọn tó ṣáájú wa, Ifá gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Thank you so much for joining. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, adúpẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò lénìí. Odù Ifá Iwori Ogunda, òun lodù Ifá tá à ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Iwori Ogunda is the Odù Ifá for today. Iwori Ogunda is the Odù Ifá for today. And we are going to be reading from the sacred text of the Odù. ọ̀rọ̀ tí Elédùmarè ń sọ, as put together by Emi Iyanifa Ewa on behalf of Ifa College and the entire team. We decided to put together this sacred text of Ifa to go a step further from what we have around. Every text of Ifa we have around gives us the Yoruba rendering, translate it into English, and a lot of them just stops there. But like I said, Ifa is more than just a poem, series of poems that we read, or stories and history book that we read. Ifa is not just another holy book and scripture. Ifa is everyday life. Ifa is our lifestyle. So we are learning every day how to extract the lessons and the blessings and the instructions from every Ifa and how to apply it to our everyday lives. That is what the sacred text of Ifa is. And then we round that off by digging out the Iwori that is backing up that Ifa. Our flash goal on TikTok is roses. We need 16 people to send in their roses. We have 9 people already, so that means we need 7 more people. 7 more people to send in their roses. 7 more different people to send in their roses, and then we continue. Oh yeah, send in your roses, so that we can continue. ԻΣΕΤΑΣΕ. Iyanifa, thank you so much for joining. Latoya, thank you for joining. 7 more different people to send in their roses. 6 more people to send in their roses. 5 more people right now. We need 5 more people to send in their roses. 5 more different people. Kia. We have 25 people on this live stream, and we don't want to waste time. Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, Iyanifa, we don't want to waste time. Come and take this out for me. Where are the other 5 people? We are waiting for you. Take out one for me. Senan, Dad, what's that name? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sending in your gift. 4 more people, 4 more different people to send in their roses. 4 more different people. Oba, thank you so much for joining. 4 more different people so that we can continue. 3 more people right now. 3 more different people. Are we almost done? We need 2 more people. 2 more people to send in their roses, and our flash goal is done. 2 more different people. Oh yeah, so that we can continue. I have a very, very busy and heavy day ahead of me, so that we can finish. We have work to do. We have to go to work. 2 more different people. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm ready. It's you I'm waiting for. Okay, how many more people? I think one more person. Who is going to be the last person to send in their gift? Mr. Dayo P1 Eshegoni. One more person so that we can continue. 1 more person to send in a rose. 1 more person to send in a rose. Oba, thank you so much for that. Our goal has been achieved. Eshegoni Adupe. Elédùmarè, for everybody that has come together to support this, whatever goals that you have set for yourself, this month, this year, your ancestors, àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n á kún wa lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe tiwa láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán àbùdíní tó lókun àbùdíní tó lọ́sà. Elédùmarè ọba aláàánú á túbọ̀ máa bùdí fún yín, ajé á máa bùdí fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èní lọ́jọ́ ajé ògúngúlùsọ onísọ bòjì, ajé á dúró tì wá, ajé akórè ọlà tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, á kó wá sílé tiwa lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Eshegoni, where are the 2 of them? Oh yeah. I need to hear your voices. It's morning. I need to hear your voices. Where is your brother? Oh yeah, come. Odù Ifá Iwori Ogunda, Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. This Odù Ifá is Odù Ifá for gaining blessings and excelling in your journey. Either you are making a physical journey, you are on a financial journey, you are on a business journey, a work journey, or you are literally traveling from one place to another physically. This Odù Ifá is something that you will find useful. Odù Ifá Iwori Ogunda. Ifá ní àtòrí tẹ́ẹ́rẹ́tẹ́ awọ ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà. Òun ní ṣe bí ẹni máa ṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò lè ṣubú. Adífá fún epo. epo ní relé olúkòso lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ ni wọ́n ní kó ṣe. Adífá fún epo, epo ń relé èṣù ọ̀dàrà, ó lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ làwọn ní kó mú ṣe. Adífá fún epo, epo ń relé Ọ̀rúnmìlà, ó lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ làwọn ní kó mú ṣe. Ó gbébọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ, ó tù, èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá bá ní jẹ́ ni ẹ̀bá wá bá epo kẹ́ ẹ wá fún lólúkòso. Èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá wá epo wá fún èṣù láàlú. Èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá wá epo fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. I'm going to translate that into English, but let's read it in Yoruba once again. Wọ́n ní Ifá ní àtòrìtẹ́rẹ́ awo ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà, òun ní ṣe bí ẹni máa ṣubú, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò lè ṣubú. Adífá fún epo, ìjọ tó ń relé olúkòso lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ làwọn ní kó mú ṣe. Adífá fún epo, ìjọ tí ń relé èṣù ọ̀dàrà lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ làwọn ní kó mú ṣe. Àtúndífá fún epo lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, nígbà tí ń relé Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ múlé síbẹ̀, ẹbọ làwọn ní kó mú ṣe. Ó gbébọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ, ó tù, èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá wá pa ẹbọ fún olúkòso. Èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá wá pe ẹbọ fún láàlú. Èrò òkun, èrò ọ̀sà, ẹ̀bá wá epo fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Ogbó atọ́ àsúre ìwòrìwò fún gbogbo ọmọ awo tó wà níbí. Now let's read this in English. Don't forget to send in your heart me for today. If you have not sent in your heart me for today on TikTok, please send it in. Ifá says the slender staff is the priest of the roadside. Though it is fragile and looks like it will fall, it will not fall. So shall the traveler not fall. Ifá was cast for epo, palm oil, red oil. Palm oil was going to the house of Olúkòso. Olúkòso is Ṣàngó. Ṣàngó Olúkòso, Arábàmbí Ọkọya, Lógúnlékòó, Orò Lábísòkun. Ṣàngó Olúkòso, Ọba Kòso, Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, òun là ń pè ní Olúkòso. Ṣàngó is Olúkòso, that is one of the praise names of Ṣàngó. Epo, palm oil, was going to the house of Ṣàngó to establish himself. He was told to offer sacrifice. Ifá was cast for epo again. He was going to the house of Èṣù Ọ̀dàrà to establish himself. I thought I saw him coming. He was going to the house of Èṣù Ọ̀dàrà to establish himself. He was told to offer sacrifice. Ifá was cast for epo again. He was going to the house of Ọ̀rúnmìlà to establish himself. He was told to offer sacrifice. All the 3 times the Ifá was cast for epo, Epo heard and performed the sacrifice. He carried the offering and it was accepted. Warriors of the seas and warriors of the lagoon, come, let us seek epo for Olúkòso. Warriors of the seas and warriors of the lagoon, come, let us seek epo for Èṣù Láàlú. Warriors of the seas and warriors of the lagoon, come, let us seek epo for Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Ogbo Ato, Iyanifa, trust me, I love this essay. Dr. Yomi, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ṣé dáadáa la bá yín, ẹ káàárọ̀, àwọn ará ilé ńkọ́, ẹ kú ìjọ́ mẹ́ta, a rí yín lánàá, ṣé kò sí, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ lénìí. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. If you want to send a message for a reading, you want to make a consultation, you want to buy spiritual products and every other thing in between. Now let's go back to this essay. Epo is palm oil. Now, if there are items that we are going to list, if I ask you to list 4 items that is used for ebo, there is no way you will list 4 items for ebo and you will not talk about epo. There is no way you will list items for etutu and you will not talk about the red oil. The African palm oil, the red oil, is an important part of our ebo. Now, I told you at the beginning of this that there is Odù Ifá for everything. The words that Olódùmarè used to establish everything on this earth that you can see is contained in Ifá. So it's not only about human beings, because as human beings, we forget that other things coexist with us in this life. There is Odù Ifá for countries, for states, for societies, for people. There is Odù Ifá for the different religion that is being practiced, because they exist on this earth and Olódùmarè spoke about it. A lot of you think Ifá is just about Odù Ifá for solving problem, Odù Ifá for blessing, for healing, to overcome your enemy, to find a wife, to find a husband. You think Odù Ifá is just about solving your life problem. You think that is the only reason why Olódùmarè set up everything on earth. No. There's Odù Ifá for everything. Now, this is the Odù Ifá for palm oil. This Odù Ifá is what is going to tell us why the red oil is as significant as it is. And we can all apply that to our lives. Now, I told you, I always tell you that the first two lines, the opening text, is very important. This opening text says, Ifá ní àtòrìtẹ́rẹ́ awo ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà, òun ní ṣe bí ẹni máa ṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ kò lè ṣubú. The awo, there is always an awo, a priest for everything. The awo for ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà is the roadside. The priest of the roadside is Atori. That thin, fragile-looking cane, or looking, what can we even call it? Fragile-looking staff, like very fragile. As you swing it this way, it looks like it's going to break. It's not going to break. It can go from here to here, from here to there without breaking. It's not going to break. And Ifá says it's the same thing for a traveler, but not every type of traveler. The traveler that has established their path in Ifá, the one that has made divination about their journey. When there is a saying in Yoruba that goes, Àtòrìláyé tó bá fì síwájú á fì sẹ́yìn. This world, this life, human life, is like a thin rod. It's like a strip. I wish I had something to. Come, somebody should bring this. Bring the cord of this charger. Let me use it to explain so that we know where we are coming from and where we are going to. Now, this is what an Atori looks like. It's a very thin, very fragile. It looks like this. Now, you swing this way and this way. It looks so fragile that as you continue to swing it, somewhere in your mind, it looks like it might break, it might cut, and you want everybody to handle it delicately. But Ifá says it's not going to break. It can go anywhere. It can move in any direction. You can swing it like this. And that is the way human life is. That is the way our human life is. As we move here, we move there, we are doing this, we are doing that. It feels like we are going to fall. It feels like everything will just collapse. Everything looks overwhelmed. It looks like I can't take anymore. It's a lie, you can't. The only reason you are not able to is because you have not discovered your path in Ifá. It's because you have not made a divination about that thing to receive direction. Ifá is not like Jesus Christ. That is an insult on Olódùmarè, to liken the words of Olódùmarè to a mere human being that we are not even sure if they exist. Ifá is global and universal knowledge. Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè, the divine and supreme being that created the heaven, the earth, everything in it, this life, the next life, the one we know and the one we don't know. That's Olódùmarè. The words of Olódùmarè, the documentation of the existence of everything in life, is what Ifá is. Ifá is bigger than just a person. Ifá, it is absolutely wrong. Like, no, it is not. Ifá is not God. If you sit down and you make enough research about where the word God came from, it's just a deity, an idol somewhere. That God, God, does not even represent the supreme being that created everything. You need to research these things before you make comparison. And like I always say, resist the urge to explain indigenous African things with Western or Hebrew things. No. Ifa is not like anything. Ifa is Ifa. Ifa is not like anything. Ifa is what it is. Global and universal knowledge. Life knowledge. That is what Ifa is. Ifa is not like anything. Accept Ifa for what it is, and that is just what it is. It is the default. Every other thing finds itself there. There is an Odù Ifá for the religion called Christianity. Elédùmarè made recordings about it in the Odù Ifá. There is an Odù Ifá for Islam as a religion. It is right there inside the Odù Ifá. There is Odù Ifá for Nigeria, for the different states that makes what we call this country. There is Odù Ifá for every society. Every one of them is contained in Ifá. It's like somebody says that, oh, I opened the dictionary and I found the word esophagus. Then you are saying esophagus is like the dictionary. Esophagus is just one word out of the hundreds of thousands of words in the dictionary. If Jesus ever existed, if God is a real thing, they are just one of the items recorded in the Odù Ifá. It doesn't have anything. Odù Ifá is way more than that. Is that okay? So, Atori in this case is a slender rod moving to and fro, and it looks like it's going to break. It looks like it's going to fall, but it is not going to fall. So as you are going through life, it feels like you might get overwhelmed and you might fall down along the road of life. No, you are not designed to fall. You are designed to be flexible in every form of it, to be able to go here and there and up and down. Nah, you are not going to fall. But that is only if you know what you are doing, if you have received instructions from Ifa. Now, let's see who this story was speaking to. They said Ifa was cast for palm oil. Now, palm oil is versatile and can be used for so many things. If you are African or you are used to palm oil, type in the comment section the things that you know that we use palm oil for. Look at your everyday life and see what we use palm oil for. Hold on. Look at your everyday life and see what we use palm oil for. If you want to answer, move close to this. What do we use palm oil for?
For beans.
For
beans.
For cooking. Okay. Say it again.
For cooking beans.
For cooking beans. One of the Omoawo says we use palm oil for cooking beans. We use palm oil for cooking soup. Okay. What other thing apart from cooking? What else do we use palm oil for? Kia. What other thing do we use palm oil for?
We use palm oil for our Ifa.
We use palm oil for our Ifa. Okay. What other thing? She likes beans, I know, right? For Orishas. What other things do we use palm oil for? Emma Aronti. We use palm oil for medicine. For medicine. Antidotes for poison. Thank you so much. We use palm oil for antidotes of poison. We use palm oil for lubrication. If you have metal, maybe you have a metal gate and everything is stiff, you can pour palm oil in it. It serves as a lubricant. We use palm oil for making soap. Now, look at all the different things we are using that same item for. That same item. We use palm oil for lamps. We use palm oil for lamps. Back in the day, we call it atupa. We use palm oil for wounds. We use palm oil for our body. We use it for our body, for body oil, body cream, all of those things. Now, Ifa says that the different parts, now look at all of these different things. Before palm oil could be used for all these different things, a divination was made. Now, in this sense, we are talking about what we use palm oil for spiritually when it comes to our Ebo and Etutu. Now, list the Orishas. In the comment section, list the different Orishas that we can add palm oil to their Ebo. Which orishas do you know that we can use palm oil for and add it to their ebo? Is anybody in the house that wants to answer us? Yes, come closer. Move back a bit. Come closer. Which orishas? Which one?
Eshu.
Eshu. We can use ebo. We can give palm oil to Eshu. Amata epo sori Eshu. We use it for Shango. We use it for Ifa. We use it for different orishas. Different orishas. We use it for Ogun. Different orishas. Now, before palm oil could be established as an important part of our ebo to every one of these orishas, a divination had to be made. Epo wanted to go to the house of Shango and establish himself there as, now I am in your house, Shango. I'm a part of everything you'll be receiving. The food you are going to be eating, the body will be given to you. I'm a part of it. Before he was able to go to the house of Shango to do that, he went to his babalawo to make a divination. Can I go to the house of Shango? When I get there, will I prosper? Will people value me? Eshe Goni, Dr. Yomi. Will people value me? Would I be significant? Would I be important? He made a divination and Ifa says yes, but you need to give ebo. He also looked around and said, Eshodara also needs me. They need this palm oil. They need the lubrication. They need the spiritual powers that I carry. When we give etutu to àwọn Yami, etutu àwọn àgbàlagbà, etutu ọ̀bàrà méjì, etutu ọ̀yẹ̀kú, whatever etutu we give, we pour palm oil on it. At the time we are pouring palm oil on it, there is a particular ìwúre that we make. Wọ́n ní tí àjẹ́ bá mu epo, ojú ẹ̀ máa wálẹ̀. Tóṣó bá mu epo, ojú ẹ̀ máa wálẹ̀. Tóbìnrin bá sè ọbẹ̀ tí ò bá fepo sí, ojú ẹ̀ á máa wò bàìbàì ni. Which means that when a witch, literal translation, when they take palm oil, they calm down. When the wizards take palm oil, they calm down. As we add palm oil to this ebo, every negative forces that is looking at you like this, let them take this palm oil and calm down. Epo is for a raw. It eases out things. It calms situation down. Back in the day, when you have a big boil and that boil is so big and painful, they will ask you to rub palm oil on it for days. Everything will ease out and it will open up and the pores will come out with ease. That is one of the spiritual powers and spiritual representations of the palm oil. So the palm oil was going to the house of who again? Eshu Odara, to say, Eshu can be very, that kind of way. You need to be pouring palm oil on Eshu to calm down his head, because if Eshu carries a matter on his head, just know that you are going x 1,000. You are going times 1,000. That is it. Eshu needs that palm oil. Just be pouring it. Be calming down. Ogun needs that palm oil. Ogun is the orisha of what? Of metals. Ogun needs that lubrication. Shango needs it, because Shango is here today, he's dancing and he's singing and he's dancing, and somebody says one nonsense. The next wave of his hand like this is consuming fire. You know when they say God is consuming fire, you have not seen Shango. When you see Shango, you will know there is consuming fire. You will know there is literal physical fire that is going to. So Shango needs that echo to be calming down, to say, Kábíyèsí Shango, sùúrù, ẹ ṣáà ra ní sùúrù, just calm down, just relax. We love you. You are the finest of them all. You are Okoya, Logunleku. We can see you. We recognize your power. Just be calming down. And then we start to sing the praises of Shango. Be calming down. Obakuso, they need the palm oil. Ifa needs it. You need to put it into your Ifa. Now, every time that Epo went, a divination was done. He was going to the house of Eshu Odara to establish himself there. A divination was done. He was going to the house of Orunmila to establish himself in Ifa. A divination was done. And for every one of those divinations, he was told to make ebo. at every point. And the next line said, he heard and he performed the ebo. Now, this is to those of you that like to do, put it together and let's just do it in bulk. Put it together and let's do it together. Iyanifa, but this one and this one is the same thing. Let's do it together. Let me explain something to you. For every question you ask, for every divination you make, for every decision you have to take, for every inquiry you come to Ifa to make, an ebo and etutu will come out from it. Kò sí ká dá Ifá kó má yọ ètùtù. Ìwúre táwọn babaláwo máa ń ṣe ni pé Elédùmarè má jẹ́ ká dá Ifá tí ò ní yọ ètùtù. Every one of them is different. As a babalawo, as an Iyanifa, our Iwori every day is, may we not make an inquiry from Ifa that will not have a tutu. If your inquiry does not come with a tutu, it means that there is no response. There is no way around it. So nobody is answering you. There is no response. Desmond said, it's only Yoruba people that know Ifa. Your dad told you that. I'm sorry to say, but your dad was a little short of knowledge. Your dad was a little short of wisdom and information. Because if your dad says it's only Yoruba people that knows Ifa, so if people that are not Yoruba pick up Ifa, they cannot know it. Like, if they pick it up to read it, they cannot understand it. I don't get what you mean by that. Maybe you are the one that is not articulating that statement well. But whatever your daddy told you is what your daddy knows. The world knowledge is bigger than your daddy. There are so many things your daddy doesn't know. So I with all pleasure, I tell you that on this matter of what your daddy told you, if that is really what your daddy told you, and if that is really what your daddy meant, your daddy is absolutely wrong. Is that okay? Life has shown us that your daddy is wrong. Let me give you a clear example. Please go to YouTube, go to ChatGPT or Google and type in the name Susan Wenger. Please, somebody should type that name in the comment section so that he can copy it. Go and ask Google or ChatGPT who this person is. Somebody will type her name in the comment section. Go and Google her and find out who she is and what she did. And then after you have read it, also confirm from Google where she's from. Somebody has typed it for you in the comment section. Let me pin it. Ask your AI that who is she and where does she come from. So when you read that information, you will find out that at least somebody that is in history, that is not a Yoruba person, knows Ifa, practiced Ifa, became an Orisha priestess, grounded herself in Ifa, and made history for herself with Ifa, and Ifa accepted her. Aduni Olorisha from Austria, Eshegoni. So your daddy will understand that it is not, he needs more knowledge, and you too can also get more knowledge on behalf of your family. So is it your daddy that also told you that Edo people, what happened to Edo people? Edo people copied from Yoruba people? No. Edo people did not copy from Yoruba people. Nobody copied anybody in Africa. We were born with our culture and our tradition handed over to us from our ancestors. Edo people did not copy Yoruba people. Edo people existed side by side with every human being existed side by side. So when you said Edo people copy Yoruba people, the question I will ask you is that before they copied Yoruba people, what were they doing? What orishas did they have? What were their ancestors doing before they decided to copy Yoruba people? There must have been something they were doing. So there are certain questions that you need to ask yourself intuitively. Just think about it yourself, break it down. It's not hard, it's just English. It's not hard. Every part of Africa, every part of life had their own spirituality. Nobody copied anybody. If you get to Benin Republic, people practice Ifa. You go to Togo, people practice Ifa. You go to Ghana, people practice Ifa. You go across the coast of South Africa, people practice Ifa. South America, people practice Ifa. And it was not a copy. It is just global and universal knowledge. given to certain people. There are different tribes in Nigeria, and spirituality happen to them in different ways. Igbo people in Nigeria have their own spirituality, their own deities. Nobody is copying anybody. So, which is why I always tell you this. There's so many things we need to unlearn. So if you want to really learn, and you're not just here to throw questions and, you know, trying to distract the conversation, if you really want to learn, this is where you need to start from. Go to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Take your time to watch the videos there one by one. I can beat my chest to it that if they list 5 channels on YouTube today that has information and knowledge about Ifa in a way that you would understand it, irrespective of what level of IQ you have, my page will be one of them. So go there, watch one by one, be watching the videos one by one. Let your mind be open. Forget what your daddy told you. Ifa is bigger than your daddy. Now learn what Ifa itself is telling you, and then you will get the information. Is that okay? So every time you make a divination, different ebo and etutu will come out, and you have to perform the different ebo and the etutu. If you are not ready to do it, don't come to Ifa and make an inquiry. Some of you will say, it's better for me to still do it. Let me still do the divination first. We will sort out the ebo and etutu later. This is just me advising you based on spiritual experience. Kò sí bá ṣe máa gbé ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ janlẹ̀ tí ò ní yọ ẹbọ. There is no way you will take this ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ and put it on the ground like this, and an odù will come out, and it will not have an ebo or a tutu. I did not make the rules. That's the way it is. I'm reading what has been recorded. Ifa is pre-recorded information, and that's why I love it. It's not somebody trying to say something that, oh, my spirit is telling me that go and bring 7 cow and 16 million alligator. It is there. You can read it yourself. In fact, when you go to the house of your babalawo, you can hold your pele in your hand like this and say what you want to say, and tell your babalawo that, please, I want to throw it down myself. And they teach you how to throw it, and you put it down yourself, and they will read the odù for you. In fact, they don't have to read it. Take a picture of that thing that came out. Take, for instance, this is what came out. Take a picture of it and go into Google and say, which odù is this? And they say, tell you the name of the odù. Then pick up an Odù Ifá book and read it. You will see everything yourself. It is that simple. And you will see the ebo there yourself, by yourself. And then you go ahead and you do it. Odù Ifá always ends with wọ́n gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, wọ́n rúbọ, wọ́n gbérú ọ̀pẹ, wọ́n tù. They heard the ebo and they did it. And they did it. That is the only way they will get the blessings and the answers. Some of you think, Ifa says, when I made a divination, Ifa says I should not go there. And you decide you are not going there. But Ifa says, make this ebo and the tutu. Ifa said, I'm not going there, so I will not go there. I don't need to do the ebo and the tutu. Yes, you took the instruction, but you took half instruction. Remember the other day, a couple of days ago, the Odù Ifá said, àìṣẹbọ pé, àìṣètùtù pé. The person did ebo halfway, they did a tutu halfway. Some of you will not even do it. Some of you will tell your babalawo, let's put everything together. You made a divination about who you are supposed to get married to. And then you made a divination about a journey you are supposed to make. And both of those Odù Ifá came with Ogun. Ogun appeared both times. And you're saying, let's just do it at once and mention the two of it. Now, let me explain to you how that works. When you give ebo, we take our ebo to Eshu, right? Amagbebo lo see the Eshu, right? And Eshu, we take the ebo and give it to the Ajogun that is there. The Ajogun are the representation of the negative forces in life. They will take it to the Ajogun. Now, if what you are giving ebo to is to receive a good thing, the Orisha that is in charge of it will receive it and will give you what you want. Now, remember in the video, I don't know how many of you have seen that video where I talked about the divination tools, the different divination tools we use in Ifa and what they represent. Who is there? the different divination tools and what they represent. Now, we have the Okpele, we have the King, we have all of that. I talked that day about the Iyere-Osun, that powder, Iyere-Osun powder, and I'd explained to you what that powder represents medicinally. Excuse me, you're not listening to me. Turn it to this place. I told you the tree from which that powder came from, what it represents. Now that Osun tree, the tree itself, from which we get that powder, right? That tree is, the leaves of that tree, especially the fresh one, the baby leaves that just popped out, if you eat it, one of the medicinal value is that it helps with boosting your brain and memory. Babalawos eat it a lot, and it's one of the things that helps them to remember things. It helps their memory, it helps their brain. Now, this works for anybody, irrespective of whether you're an Ifa practitioner, you're a Babalawo, it doesn't matter. You can Google it. It helps you to boost it serves as a mental boost. So Babalawos eat it. Now, every part of that tree functions for carrying memory, for retaining information, for recalling information. That is what it is. And that is why we use the Iyere, the powder from that tree, for this particular purpose. So when we want to make our Ifa, please go into the office. Upon Ifa that has Iyere on it, bring it. And when you come, turn on the fan so it doesn't blow it away. Let me explain it to you physically. So when you put that on it, and then that is where you make the signs on it. That's where you make the signs on it, the markings on it. Now you are making that marking on that powder. It could have been any powder. You can make the markings on sand and you will still get it. So there has to be a reason it is that powder. It's because that powder carries memory. The tree that powder comes out from carries memory. It retains information. It helps you to remember things long. So the Odù Ifá that is put on it, the Iyere-Osun, is carrying the memory of that thing and is going to hold it for a long time. Now, the next time it is holding an information, right? Now, when you hold information, it's so that you can recall it again. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Iyere-Osun. This is your Okpon Ifá. This is Eshu at the top corner of your Okpon Ifá. So you are doing like this. You are doing, Now, and Odù Ifá has been done. Okay? So this Odù Ifá now is a divination I just made for someone. This Odù Ifá answers this person's question, talks about the Ebo, talks about the Etutu, talks about everything. Now, when the Babalawo is done, we will pack out these doors. We don't blow it away. When you say, please remind me something or write something down, it's so that you can recall it. When you say you want to have sharp retentive memory, it's so that you can recall that information for future use. So now that we are using this to retain information, it means that we want to use this information in the future. So the Babalawo puts this together in a container, in a nylon, labels it, the name of the Odù, Osameji, Ejiogbe, Oyekumeji, Omori Ogunda, labels that Odù on it and then places them at one side. Now, when they are done with the Ebo and the Etutu, the person comes back to say, now I want to do my Ebo and my Etutu. Come, bring that, on the lower layer, there's this clay, that black clay kind of plate is on the lower layer. I think it's covered or something, just bring it. Now, when you are going to give your Ebo, the person has come back to say, Iyanifa, my money is ready, I want to do my Ebo, and we will say in Yoruba, kò pé ṣùlólè, kò pé fálékè, kò pé ṣùlólè, kò wọ̀run yanyan bí ẹni tí ò ní kú mọ́, ó rán ni lọ sọ́jà, ọmọ ọjà sáré wálé. Meaning that person did not say Ifa is a liar. The person did not say Eshu Odara is fake. The person did not look into the sky and say, what are they even saying? Kò wọ̀run yanyan bí ẹni tí ò ní kú mọ́. It's not looking like, what was this Babalawo saying? There's nothing that is going to happen to us. be gone with this your ebo and etutu thing. No, the person quickly went to the market and took money to the market, and the market sent all the materials home, and now we are here to make this ebo. Okay, open it. Okay, so now we have decided to put your etutu inside here. We have put every item there, the chicken, the eko, the palm oil, the everything, we have put it here. This is what we are going to drop as your etutu. Then we go back to the Iyere that we have tied. The person has come to do the ebo for that Odù. Then we pour the Iyere on that ebo, that etutu again. To carry the information as we drop it in front of Eshu. We have dropped this one. The Odù is Ejiogbe, and it is for Mr. What? Mr. Desmond. Bring this one. Another etutu has come. Now, as an Iyanifa, I have 1,000 different clients per day. We have put the second person's etutu inside here. And we go, what is the Odù for that person? It is, what's the Odù for today? What is the Odù Ifá for today? Iwori Ogunda. We have noted it. We have done the ebo. We take the Iyere for Iwori Ogunda and pour it on this one. This one is Ejiogbe, Iwori Ogunda. We are taking everything to Eshu. Now we have dropped it by Eshu. Eshu is going to carry that information based on, this is how Eshu identifies our ebo. The powder, Iyere powder that we poured, that carried the Odù when we were doing it, the marking was on it. It comes and it pours it on it. Eshu is going to see it and know that this is Ejiogbe, and this Odù Ifá was done for Saidat Omo Aduke. If he's going to see this one, and the Iyere is carrying the information of Iwori Ogunda for Lekon Omoshade, is going to be there like that. And then Eshu is going to carry this one, follow the instruction of that Odù. This Odù Ifá was done for what? Saidat wants to be able to give birth. She's been struggling with fertility. Eshu carries it to the Ajogun that has been blocking her womb. Oya take, she has paid your price, you let her go, and she goes. This other person did his own because he wants to find a wife. Eshu gives it to Oshun to say, please bless him with a good wife, and then he goes. Do you understand? Now, the same way, if you, what's your name? Fish Hero. Let's say your name is Fish Omo Hero. If Fish Omo Hero has come to me today to say, Iyanifa, please, there are only two things I want to ask. How is my business going to move forward? Then secondly, you see, I just want to travel. All my friends have traveled. Please ask Ifa, am I supposed to travel? And Ifa says, Fish Omo Hero, you are supposed to travel. In fact, your destiny is in Europe. But some things have been blocking you. Give ebo to Ogun so that Ogun will open the way for you. Then he also says, concerning your finances, ojú ayé wà lára, there are evil eyes on you. Give etutu to àwọn Yami to take away the evil eyes. Or he says, give ebo to Ogun to take away the evil eyes, to break the way, to open the path for your finances to open. Now, the same person, two different ebo for the two different situations, the same ebo. Ogun is the same one that is going to handle that. Now, the person says, Iyanifa, since Ogun is the one that is going to handle the same thing, let's just give one ebo to Ogun, and on that ebo, tell Ogun that, Ogun, you have to go and take care of my finances and open the road. Then you have to go and take care of my traveling and open the road. Now, how many Iyere do we want to put on this your ebo? One or two? It's just one. It is just one. We cannot put the two together. Do you know why? This is how it works. Hold this. You hold this. The Iyere is like the address on the letter. Your envelope contains information, maybe gifts that you want to give to somebody, like your ebo. The container that you put it into, bring the top of it, just the top. This container that you put it into is your envelope. The money that you want to send to the person is the ebo, all the materials that is inside. The address that you are going to write on it to know where it's going is the iyerelsu. That is the one that carries the address. So imagine now that you are saying, since I'm sending this letter to America, it's going to New York. Postman, let me write the two address. One person is in Long Island, New York. The other person is in Manhattan. Just write the same. Write those two different addresses on the envelope. It's the same thing I'm sending there. Just write the two different addresses. My dear brother and sister, your letter is going to get to the post office. It's not going to go anywhere. There are two different addresses there. But it's the same thing. It's for the same purpose. What I'm putting there is an invitation letter for my wedding. It's the same. Can't we just put out one invitation letter? Why must I send two invitation letters to the same New York? It's the same thing now. It's the same wedding. We know that it's the same thing, but where exactly is the postman going to drop it? If you have two addresses there and it reaches your house, you are confused. Is this letter for me or for my neighbor? That's exactly how it is. That is how simple it is. So you cannot be making ebo and now say, because it's for me and the issue has to do with my same life, let's just give it together. It's not going anywhere. Unfortunately, the birds are going to come and eat your etutu. The goats are going to come and eat it. The ram is going to come and eat it. Insects are going to eat it. Maggot is going to eat it when it decays. You just ended up feeding every other thing aside from the ocean. And if I will still tell you, the next time you do a divination, if I will tell you, you have some undone assignments, go and fix that one first. Now, like Ekpo, every step of the way, Ekpo made a division, Ekpo made a divination, and every step of the way, he was told to make Ebo, and every step of the way, he made it. The same thing Ekpo was going to do in the house of Shango was the same thing he was going to do in the house of Eshu, was the same thing he was going to do in the house of Orunmila to establish itself there. Same thing, same person, but different places, different divinations, different Ebo, and he did everything one by one. So dear auntie and uncle in Ifa, my brethren in Ifa, brothers in Orunmila, brothers and sisters in Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, there is no shortcut to this thing. I'm not the one that made the rule. Some of you think it is the money that Iyanifa wants to collect. I will send you two different videos. And what are we giving to Ogun? Dog. You think I want to eat dog? I don't understand. You think I want to eat dog? That's why I'm collecting money for you for two different things. That's why some divination is a lot like the previous Eshe Goni Babami Ogbu Atoyin. He just said something that I was about to say. If you have an ebo that you have not done from a previous divination and you go and make another divination, there is a 90% chance that is going to be looking like that previous one. It doesn't look like it. Ifa is going to bring it. It's called what? Balance brought forward or something. Those of you that are doing accounting and business studies. Debit brought forward, credit brought forward, whatever it is you guys call it. He is going to bring it. Ifa has record of it. Even if me, Iyanifa, has forgotten, Ifa has record of it, retrieval. He's going to bring it back again and say, can you finish with this before you go to the next one? I'm grateful that people that are not me are saying it. People that did not know what I was going to talk about today are confirming it. That is how it is. Mr. Yomi has a question. Mr. Yomi said, but anybody who is not an Awo should not try carrying out Ebo and Etutu to themselves after consulting ChatGPT because of certain implications. They said we need to tell you. Me, I didn't know that we need to tell you. Dr. Yomi said we need to tell you that you should not go to ChatGPT and go and be asking ChatGPT how to perform Ebo and Etutu. So some of you are going to Google how to do Etutu for yourself. Your chest is big. You have eaten cow liver. You have eaten the liver of horse and the liver of lion. They have given you the heart of tiger to eat. You want to go and do ebo yourself. When those of us that are even practitioners here, there are certain attitude that my team members know that I like to push to somebody else. And go and do it. Sometimes you will see those guys, I know they're already ganging up against me. Yeah, you are the one that is going to carry this one. I'm like, why? And everybody say, you are the one that will carry it. You are the one that will carry it. I'm like, whoa, okay, I don't have a choice. There are sometimes, especially when it comes to Egbe, the person we are doing the Egbe for is not there. And then we have to ask Ifa, where do we drop the Egbe? We have to ask Ifa, who is going to carry it? And we'll be asking questions one by one. Every one of us, somewhere in our mind, we are praying that it should not be us that they should pick. Ifa will now pick one person. You will see everybody say, thank God it's not me. And then some of you, Dr. Yomi says, Yahoo boys have been doing it. They have been carrying it for them. Say, àwọn gangan ló yẹ kó gbé. Dr. Yomi, ẹ má worry. Àwọn gangan ló yẹ kó gbé. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé. Ẹ jẹ́ kó rí jàyé, kò nídìí. It is, if it's those ones you are concerned about, I am not bothered about them. I'm sorry, I'm not bothered about them. Let them do it. Ọmọ tó ń sáré ni òun máa lọ kó sódò wọ́n ní kó padà ìtó bá dijọ́ kan wọ́n ní kó máa lọ ìtó bá fẹ́ lọ kó lọ. Leave them alone. It's a setup. Leave them alone. Spirits are setting them up. Leave them alone. Ibi tá a jókòó sí ìlọ tí máa wá bá wa àgbà tó bá yí mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. If it's your boy you are concerned about, oh abeg, let them go and sit down somewhere. They will find what they are looking for. Àwọn tó ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn, ṣé àwọn yẹn ò lórí, àwọn yẹn ò lẹ́lẹ́dàá ni? The people that they are scamming of hard-earned money, those ones don't have their ori and the spirit guide that is working with them. Àyẹn tó ń tì wọ́n ló ń tì wọ́n. They will go and see what they are looking for. But to every normal human being who is not doing Yahoo, I beg of you, don't carry ebo and it to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. You are not a trained babalawo. Don't do it. People are asking questions of why are you trained and cleansed is still afraid. Why do they low-key not want it? Why do you low-key not want it to pick you? Let me explain to you. When you are taking ebo on behalf of somebody, especially a tutu, ebo is even okay. Sure, you just carry it and drop it by a shoe. When you are taking a tutu on behalf of somebody, or you are carrying a egbe for somebody, you are the one that is the, how will I put it? You are the one that is representing the person, defending the person. You don't know what the person has with those spirits that ask them to bring it. People legit carry ebo for people, and you will get there, you will have encounter with spirits. They will beat you. Like you will physically come back with marks on your body. It is not, Dr. Yomi, I know you, Mr. Dayo P1, I know you understand what I'm saying. Mrs. O Forever, I know you understand what I'm saying. And a few other people on the live streaming, I know you understand what I'm saying. You are the one going to represent them, especially people that you are supposed to have given that ebo sins. They were supposed to have given that ebo sins. They did not. Then they finally show up, and their spirit is like, it's you that is sent. Let us, by the time we are done with you, you will go back and explain to the person that sent you that this is not it. Then especially for people that they say, come and give a whole cow for ebo. I'm using that as an example. And they say it's only chicken that I can afford. You are going to carry that chicken yourself. Because sometimes these spirits you are dealing with are not, let me leave that for people that have a spiritual calling. When we give ebo on your behalf, we give a tutu, we carry a tutu for you. Some of us have to go and carry another a tutu for ourselves as a backup, so that your problem we are trying to help you carry away, we will not go back home with it. It's another person's problem you are carrying. It's another person's problem you are carrying. You do not want to. Nobody wants to. Some of you think it's as easy as just giving money. I always tell people, see, let me give you the list, go and buy it and come and carry it yourself. Shebi is your wahala. Come and do it yourself and see how easy it can be. Sometimes people are coming back from Etutu. You have to quickly do another Etutu for them. Do another cleansing for them. Take them like 3 days to recover, to physically recover for just carrying something. And then they now said, some of you are not trained, you want to do it. If you want to be able to do it, just come and learn. It's so simple. Just come and learn. Even me, I push my elbow and my Etutu to my babas. You know I love you, and you know you love me. Baba Ejeba Mishi, Iyawa, Yeye, I'm like, just do it, don't worry. Yeye, you too, you know that I'm like, just do it, just do it. That's me trying to say, I want to sleep in my house. You go as the President General among the nations, go and represent this nation. This whole nation that is sleeping tonight, you go and represent it. Don't worry, we'll be fine. That is how serious this thing is. Now let's go back. Every ebo you are asked to make, please make it. It is better for me not to carry my opele and put it on the ground. It's better for me not to wake Ifa up than for me to wake Ifa up for you. Then Ifa gives you instruction. You are now saying, Iyanifa, I will do this one. Let me do this one first. This one is the most important. I understand that finances might be a thing, but there is a difference between you are willing to do it and you don't have the cash to do it, and you are just trying to calculate and see how you can be smart about it. You are a business person and you are trying to see, how do we cut it here? Iyanifa, let's remove this one here. Let's replace it with this one. And I'll be looking at you like this. You are calculating Ifa like this. Don't worry. Don't worry. All I always tell you is that when it comes back to you, please don't be shy. Just come back to Iyanifa and say, that thing you asked me to do, I did not do it, and this is the way. I will be here to still help you. But remember, like I always say, when you come back to me, what's the first thing I'm going to say? Those of you that are following me, what's the first thing I will say when you come back to me? What is the first thing? Before I help you, what's the first thing I will say? You're supposed to know that right now. If you have been following Iyanifa, when I ask you to do something, if I ask you to do something and you didn't do it, what's the first thing? I told you so. I will say it. You have to allow me to be petty. I will say, Sheba Sofunyi. You have to allow me. I love you, but that will be the first statement for my I will say it. Then after I've said it, I can now say, so where is the problem? Where do we start from? But please avoid that. See what Ekpo did. Now let's go to the instructions that this Odù Ifá is giving us. Lessons and blessings for this Odù. Ifá says, this Odù reveals that journeys are protected when destiny is aligned. It teaches that movement brings opportunity and blessing. It assures the traveler that they will not fall, they will not fail, they will not lose their way. It promises acceptance, settlement, establishment in the new lands. It declares that helpers will locate you anywhere you go. Latoya said sorry. What do you mean sorry? Are you answering the question? You think I'm going to say sorry? Sorry that what? That I told a grown-ass human being what to do. After they came to Ifa to get instruction and they did not follow it, I will say sorry. Oh, ṣubú ni àbọ̀ náà ẹ̀. Ta ló gba biscuit ẹ̀ tá máa sọ sorry. Sorry. Did somebody collect your cookies from you? Or did your ice cream melt that I will say sorry? They gave you instruction. You did not follow the instruction. You want to hear sorry from me. Ní be sorry o. Ní ṣubú ara, ní ṣubú ẹ̀mí. And you don't shibulonki sorry. You will not fall down in life. So you are not getting sorry from me. You are getting, I told you so. I told you so. And after you have said so, after you have said it, then we will go to the following instruction. This Odù Ifá attracts helpers, guides, spiritual escorts on your journey. It ensures that nobody falls, fails, or stumbles. It brings honor, acceptance, and new environments. Now, this Odù Ifá is establishing something for certain group of people. It might not apply to you, but there are certain group of people that your destiny in this life is to happen in different ways and to different people. Ekpo is in different places, performing and doing his destiny. Some of us, our destiny is so overwhelming that we wonder, how are we able to do it in all of these places? How? Like, am I the only one? You tell your Ori, is it just me? You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. And spirits will be bringing information to you like left, right, and center. You have to do this, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this. And sometimes you are like, please, can you lower your voice? It's too much. And you feel you are literally going to crash. No, Ifa says you will not crash. Ifa says you are like the Atorilege. Oropoma shubu ni kole shubu. You think you are going to crash, you are not going to crash. Calm down. It is part of your destiny. Some of you will look at your Odù Ifá and it will be like, whoa. I did the shefa for a lady. She has a huge spiritual calling. In fact, she's from the lineage of spiritual calling people. Like, it's like her whole entire lineage came to this earth to do nothing more but answer spiritual call. When I did her Shefa and the ebo for the Shefa came out, which is why I tell you people, when I say this, I say, the money I charge you for Itefa or Ishefa is different from money for your ebo, because I don't know what is going to come out in your ebo. Her ebo came out. Ifa said she should give 200 snails, 200 notes of the highest denomination in her country. That country where you live, or the country where the ebo was done, either of the two. 200 notes of the highest currency. Ifa listed another 200 something. The person is on this live stream, she's watching me like this now. Ifa listed another 200. Everything, Sha, Igbani, Igba, that is what he said. From her Ishefa. And there are certain times that such things come up. But then we ask Ifa, can the person do 7? Can they do 21? Can they do 41? We will keep asking if Ifa allows them to reduce it at this time. We asked, though, we did 7, we started from 3, we went to 7, we did 21, we did 41, we did 100. If I said no. When we got to 100, my team was like, yeah, Ejo, go and tell the person to pay it. This person is not, their Ori is not allowing them to do anything less. And the instruction followed that after the person has received this Ifa, subsequently, the person should not give anything to their offer or their Ori that is small. Now, as an Iyanifa, how do I tell somebody that they said bring 200 snail, 200 money notes, highest denomination? Even if you want to use Nigerian currency, that's 200,000. They don't look at Iyanifa like, Iyanifa Tife, she shop, she wants to start pepper soup joints and be doing snail asun. So the 200,000, she needs it to buy wood to come Paco shop. But you know one thing I was happy about? The person that Ifa was talking to. My spirit just told me that this woman will understand, and I sent it to her. And when we were talking about it yesterday, she said, yeah, I already know. Even my mom's sister, who is an Iyanifa, had told me several times that you cannot use anything small for your spiritual journey. I said, wow, they already told you. Elédùmarè ẹ, because I don't like to be bearer of such news. I don't like to be the one that will be seen as somebody like trying to collect money. Snail is not even, I don't even like it. I don't like it. There's nothing I want to use it for. And your snail is not what my Babalawo is waiting for to eat. But this is what Ifa says. And that is because of the destiny that this person carries. So there are a lot of you on this journey of life. See, deep inside of you, you know you have more potential than what you are doing. You know you have been called for more. You know your destiny is more. You know that even at this point when it looks like you are doing a lot, something inside of you still says you can do more, and you can do it. You can do it. You think you are going to crash, you are not going to crash. You think you are going to burn out, you are not going to burn out. As long as you are following what Ifa says you should do, forget it, you will do it. I'm a typical example. I'm a real life living and working example. Sometimes I'm tempted to talk about certain things that I do. But then I look at it like, before these people will say, is she the only one? This man just likes to show off. Is she the only one? Is it because life, God has just given her grace? Because she has found grace? Nobody is finding grace. It's your destiny. Nobody came into this world to find grace. You have already picked the destiny you are going to live before you came into this world, and that destiny already has grace that is coming with it. We are all just doing what we said we are coming to this life to do. Even if you run from it, you will be told everywhere you go that this is what you are supposed to do. Yesterday, I said something. I said, there are certain things that I'm moving into, certain expansions that I'm making with Ifa. And sometimes when I think about it, I ask myself, this world I'm looking at today, are they ready? Is this world ready to receive and to accept this? Are they ready to comprehend this and understand this? I started giving a little chip out to people. Those of you that I did is anti-golden light on this live streaming. Golden light, are you on this live streaming? I saw you earlier. Are you still on this live streaming? Golden light, if you're on this live streaming, please let me know. I started doing this for a couple of people. You are here, all right. Please, I need you to, can I bring you up 1 minute and just tell me what your experience was after I broke down your Odù. And I also need you to tell me, if you are open to it, please let me know. To also tell me how you felt, how reluctant you felt before you decided to request for that, and when you received it, how did you feel? Are you open to talking about it if I add you and I bring you up just for a few minutes? There's something I'm trying to drive at something. If you're open to it, let me know. And if not, it's fine. I will just recount it myself. But sometimes I just want people to be able to hear it from the people that are involved, especially those of them that you know. So if you're not at work and if you're not busy, if you can, please, I would appreciate it. All right, thank you so much. Please send a request. Just send a request for a few minutes. I need you guys to hear something so that you will understand how real Ifa is. You will understand how it is. Let me see. Down. Let me see if I can invite you. I don't know how to do that. Okay, golden light, I've seen you. Okay, I've invited you. Invitation has been sent. Please, can you accept it? I've never done it before. Okay. All right, I just sent you an invite now. Can you accept? You will see it at the other side that it is there. So just check it, and just once you accept it, it's going to pop up on my end here. Yeah, I've invited you already. It's going to pop up on my end. Let me know if you have seen it. Have you seen it on your end? So you see, these things, now, I decided to do this for people just lately. The people that did their Itefa with me before now, I will just analyze the Odù Ifá for you as it is. Just what Ifa says. You are trying to accept it. Okay, it's on TikTok. Oh, it's on TikTok. Oh, it's not allowing you to accept it on TikTok. Oh, wow. Oh, why? Let me cancel it and send it again and see if it will work. I really would love to hear from you. Or maybe you try and send the invite from your own end. Try and send the invite from your own end. Try and see if you can send it from your own end. Let me see. So I've been doing this for people, for them to be able to understand what their Odù is. Let me see if I can do it from here. Or is it because of the... Oh, does it have anything to do with the number of people that are following or the followers or something? Let me see. Okay. Is it working now? Please check if it is working now, if it works. And if it doesn't, now, she reached out to me a couple of days ago and she said she had wanted to request for a breakdown of her Odù, but somewhere in her mind, she feels like she doesn't want to feel like she's cheating on her. Okay, if he says you are added as a moderator, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. No. Does that mean you are able to come on? All of these things, Jarina, I don't understand. Check it again. I've sent an invitation. So she said she doesn't she's not sure if she will be cheating on her babalawo if she does that. And when she said that word cheating on her babalawo, you know, I smiled and I'm like, no, this is a different kind of knowledge and it's not taking you from your babalawo. You are just getting more wisdom, more insights with your Odù. And you know, we said that. So I told her to send it to me. And she's like, I would get back to you when I'm ready to pay for it. I said, no, just send it to me. It's okay. And I did. In fact, I had some other ones that we were analyzing at the time. And I analyzed her one and I sent it to her. And she was like, wow, I didn't know I was going to be able to receive it this early, even though I've not even made payment. I'm so grateful and all of that. And then, I've seen your question. You don't have to type it 20 times. It doesn't matter how many times you type it. I would answer your question when I get to it. Is that okay? You don't have to type it repeatedly. So she started reading it and then she sent me, I think, a voice note. Yeah, she sent a voice note and she said, as I'm reading it, I did not want to cry. I told myself I didn't want to cry, but eventually I just cried. Like, wow, thank you so much. Like, you know, going on and on and on and on. And I get this from everybody that I analyze their Odù, every single person. No matter how much information your babalawo was giving to you before you met me, every single person I've done this for gives me this reaction. Now, this comes from something I have been doing for years. Something I've been building for years. You see that thing I'm telling you, if you open the things I tell you about yourself, including your past life, things about your past that I don't know, things about your lineage that I don't know, there's no way I could have known it. I'm able to tell you from your Odù. Mrs. O forever says she was screaming when she got her own. There's no way I could have known, but looking at your Odù, I'm able to analyze that. Now, that is a different kind of Ifá calling. And when I started this thing a couple of years ago, about 5-6 years ago, I started building this thing. It looks like, first of all, who is going to need it? Who is going to like it? And this thing was taking money. It was taking money from me. And my team and I were looking at each other like, yeah, are you sure this thing is going to... even if it's just for me alone, let's continue to do it. And we took it out of the country, went to Europe to test it, took it through different tests, ethics test, certification test, modality test, customer something test. We took it through different tests and every result came out as 95%, 96%, and we kept on going. And I was gulping money into it. And it is still at that stage that it is still taking money. And we're looking at it and it's working. And sometimes I pause and I tell myself that, is this really what my Iwori wants me to do with every other thing that I'm doing? Golden Light, thank you so much. She said it's very detailed. It's very detailed from things you have experienced from early to what is to come. That is exactly what it is. Dr. Yomi also wants to say something. He said, I need to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you for the analysis of my Odù Ifá. Despite not going into specifics yet, in fact, I have read it and I digested it more than 10 times. I'm grateful. He has also requested for his Ifá to be broken down. Now, I said all of that to say, your destiny is bigger than what you think it is. The things that you are able to do. Somebody says, if my Ishefa told me so much, imagine what Itefa would tell me. Oh, the Odù he sent me is Ishefa. I thought you have done your Itefa. Wow, can you imagine? It's not even Idefa. Mrs. O forever says, from baby to your life now to future. Wow, I thought it was Itefa, seriously. So it's just Ishefa that you have done. Wow. Now, I'm saying this to encourage you that your destiny is bigger than what you're experiencing right now. The capacity you have is more than what you are seeing right now. And you cannot crash under it. When people say that the grave is filled with a lot of potentials, unfinished dreams, blah, 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 that's the real thing. That is the real thing. Sumaya, don't be nervous, just relax. Enjoy it. It will come with information, you will resonate with it, you will cry, you will be scared. And you know the interesting thing about this, why I want everybody to do this is this. My partner called me up this morning while I was about to start the live streaming. Around 4 a.m. we started talking and he said, babe, I'm just overwhelmed. Now it's night time where he is and it's like, you see, I just got overwhelmed. I feel a little like I'm not doing anything. I feel like life is just a certain way, you know, all of these feelings that come to us with adult life. And I'm like, babe, are you okay? Is everything? So like, I'm okay, but immediately I felt like that. I went back to my Odù to check. And when I read through that analysis you gave to me, I felt, this is my life now. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the Iwori that I chose. This is the way my life is. And he went back to check the analysis of the Odù Ifá for me and him together. I also did that. Like on this journey, a man with this Odù and a woman with this Odù, if they happen to come to meet in this life, what did they meet for? What's the journey going to look like? He said he read it and then he got the answers that he needed. Questions that was not clear. It was, you know, when you are overwhelmed, it's not like you can articulate the questions you are asking. It's just a feeling of everything at the same time, and it just looks like adult life is scary, it's confusing, and you cannot vocally articulate how you are feeling or questions that you need to ask. It's just there. But then you go through your Odù Ifá, and your Odù Ifá is able to give you answers to questions you cannot even speak out. Now imagine that the only thing you had at that point is the name of the Odù and 3-4 essays they gave you and 4-5 taboos that they gave you. That's the only thing you have. Imagine. Ifá is deeper than that. Your life will be happening in a way that you don't understand. When you go back to your Odù will remind you, this is what Ifá has said is going to be happening in your life at this time. You are on track, don't worry. This is how it is. Some people's Odù will tell them a lot of things will come with struggle. So when you are struggling through life, you already know this is your life. This is the path that you chose. You are built for this. You are made for this. And it gives you assurance that village people are not after you. You are doing something right. And then you're able to call your Babalawo and your Iyanifa and you say, Ifá has already said this is what it's going to look like, but is there anything to make it a little softer? Can I just get some, joy, some smiles? And Ifá says, do this and do this, just the exact way you are feeling currently. See, every adult feels like that. I cannot console you. There's nothing I'm going to say that will make you feel better. In fact, you know what you are supposed to say to yourself. You are not just able to say it right now. Odù Ifá is the only thing that can make sense to you at this time. The results are refreshing. The crying comes from the comfort of knowing exactly. So this is me telling everybody again. There is no way you want to go through adult life in this year 2026 that this video is being recorded without Ifá. It is stressful. You will feel like the way Àtòrí lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà felt. You will feel like if you are just joining us, maybe you missed that part. Let me read it to you again. It says, Ifá ní àtòrí tẹ́ẹ́rẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà òun ní ṣe bí ẹni máa ṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ kò lè ṣubú. In English, it says, Ifá says, the slender staff, the priest of the roadside, though it is fragile, it looks like it will fall, but it will not fall. Your life looks like it will crash right now. It will not crash. It's just because your life is going like this, back and forth, atori. This is how it goes. You know that horse whip that they call koboko? Or just take a wire, any slender, fragile thing, whip it like this. It keeps going back and forth. It's not going to break. It can bend this way and bend this way. It's not going to break. Your life is not going to break. Don't worry, it will not. Everything that you're experiencing in this life is all part of your journey. Kadarani koletase. But what is going to keep you on that journey is knowing that this is actually your journey and this is what you are supposed to be experiencing. It's like when you go to school to study law or medicine, and the classes are like so overwhelming, the books are so big, you are having to cram this and cram that, and you know, a lot of things at the same time, and you are looking at it like, God, what's going on? If they are teaching you alone and you don't see other students that they are teaching, and you don't know the timetable and you don't know anything, sometimes you feel that your lecturers are just being wicked. Because why would they give you alone this type of book for one subject or one course, and you have 14 of that course, and you are supposed to remember everything? But the moment you go through the syllabus and you ask other people that have studied medicine and they say, relax, you have just started, which course are you taking? Philosophy of human body. That's the one you are taking and you are feeling like that. Which one are you taking? The anatomy of the human brain. Relax, you just started. You mean this is just the beginning? My dear, sit down and tell yourself this is just the beginning. Are you ready to study medicine? Are you ready to become a lawyer? Then you get the encouragement that, so people that are practicing medicine today, they went through this. Okay, I will go through it. I will not give up. That is exactly what it is. You will go through it. You will not give up. But you first of all need to understand anatomy of human body. You first of all need to understand that that is the way it is. You need somebody else to show you that that is the way it is. You need somebody to confirm to you that that is the syllabus. Then you are rest assured that your teacher is not just being wicked and stressful. And it helps you to go through that course better. You need the same thing in life. You need to know what your Odù Ifá is. You need to know what your path in life is. You need to know every step of it. At age, the way I break down your Odù, I give you age brackets. From age 0 to 20, this is what you are going to be doing. This is what is going to happen to you. And that's exactly what your life was at that time. Those that have done it for in the comment section, they are telling you. It will pick it up again from age 30 to 40. It will tell you that later in life is when this is going to happen to you. Later in life, everything is stated there in real information of English that you and I can understand. So when you look at it, you are at this age and you go and look at your Odù, and your Odù say, this is what you are going to be experiencing at that time. And that is exactly, it gives you comfort knowing that you're on the right path. Those of you that were on the live streaming yesterday, I got a lot of people sending me messages. The live streaming for yesterday was very, it was very apt. I enjoyed it. I felt this way. I felt that way. Those of you who were here yesterday, you know how the live streaming went. I didn't plan for it to go like that. In fact, there is no live streaming that I plan for. So I've stopped planning because it never goes the way I plan. It just goes the way Spirit wants it to go. That was me yesterday. At a particular point, I told you yesterday that the last person who was speaking was not speaking to everybody. The person was speaking to me and a few other people that are on this level in spirituality and understand what was going on. We loved live streaming yesterday. You watched it on YouTube. It was comforting. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. That was me. I know what is in my Odù, but I also needed to hear it from somebody else that, Iyanifa, you are doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You are not making any mistake. Everything you are doing is making sense. Don't worry, just do it. And Spirit spoke to me through Mrs. O Forever yesterday. And she took that conversation as if, those of you that were here knew the point when I told her to pause. I said, it looks like you know more than what I think you know. But whatever it is you know, I'm ready for it. I had to acknowledge, and these are the things that I teach you. When I teach you how to create a relationship with your Odù, with your Ori, I tell you that when your Ori is communicating with you, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. You are creating, you are telling your Ori, I have spoken to you, I can hear you speak to me. I acknowledge that you are speaking to me. The moment they do it right for you, give a gift, say thank you, to acknowledge it. That is how you build a relationship. So I had to pause her yesterday in the course of the conversation. I said, stop. I need to acknowledge that your spirit is speaking to me through you. You might not know it, but I need to acknowledge it. I need to tell my Ori that these are the questions I've been asking, and I'm getting the answers right now, and I'm just going to sit down and listen. And I sat down here yesterday and I was listening. And a few of you caught what was happening. Some people did not. It wasn't a public consumption information. It was just supposed to happen in a public place. And after then, I reached out to her and I called her. And the information she was giving me yesterday, she had known it since November last year. Spirit had told her about that situation since November last year. Spirit came to remind her again about a couple of weeks ago. She did not know the information she was receiving. She didn't know what to do with it, but she was receiving information about my life in batches as I was going through that certain thing. And yesterday she said she could see me carrying the weight of that thing and needing answers. And I didn't bring her up. For some reasons, she just didn't come to my mind to bring her up. And she communicated with my spirit saying, Iyanifa, I have something to tell you and I need you to bring me up. I need to say this to you. She could have said it to me in my DM, but it had to happen that place yesterday, because yesterday I came to the live streaming. If you noticed, yesterday was the very first time I would have a live streaming without attaching it to an Odù Ifá. I didn't have any Odù Ifá attached to. I woke up yesterday and I told my spirit, I told my Ori, my Orisha, my ancestor, I said, I've been giving information to everybody. Today, I need an information. I need you people to answer me. It's been months. I need to hear something. I'm doing Odù Ifá for myself. Odù has said it to me. But you know how it is with spiritualists. We hear these things by ourselves. Sometimes you will feel like you are making these things up in your head. Sometimes spiritual calling makes you feel crazy. You are not sure what to believe or not. It feels a certain kind of way. You just feel somehow. So I'm like, away from me, I need to hear something. Either my Baba will say it, a stranger will say it, my partner will say it, a movie will say it. Yesterday, I was determined that I want to hear something. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to be spoken to. I just want to hear something. That's what I came for yesterday. And as you guys were answering those questions, I was looking for answers to my question. And none of them was saying it for me. Everybody spoke well. None of them was saying anything for me on that matter. Not that I didn't gain anything. And my spirit just said I should call Mrs. O forever. And when I called her, I was trying to ask myself, why am I calling her? I was saying it out. Those of you that could, it's not even those of you, everybody heard. I was saying, I'm calling her because I think she has experienced the kind of situation before. And in my head, I'm like, how do I know whether she has experienced this situation? What do I know about? I was just saying what, I was speaking my thoughts aloud. And I called her up and I asked her a question. And everybody that was here, I asked her a question. Those of you that was here, you heard me. You heard the question I asked her. I said, the so person, let's call the person's name Jamaica and Michigan and Canada and UK. I gave her analogy. I said, answer question. She just picked the first line and I'm like, excuse me, what? She just picked the first line and she started saying something else. How many of you noticed that she didn't answer the question? She said something else and she was just talking to me. How many of you noticed that? She was not answering the question. She didn't answer the question we asked her. She just started saying something else. And first few minutes, my heart skipped. I went cold. I had goosebumps. I'm like, what is this woman saying? Like, you two were like, okay. Somebody said, I was like, waiting you, this woman they talk. At some point, she said, Iyanifa, I'm telling you, I'm glad everybody saw that. You know how you feel when you take aboniki and you rub it on your body. And aboniki is supposed to be hot. but then it's cold. That's how I felt when she started talking. And then she went on, and I immediately got the message, and I told her, I said, pause. I need you to understand that you are speaking to me right now. Spirit is speaking through you right now. So whatever they want to say, let them say it. I'm here for it. I'm accepting it. I recognize it. This is what I've been waiting for months. And when we went into the DM, and I'm like, I just typed sis with like 10 million S. She laughed. And she told me, she said, do you know that I first received this message in November? I said, November. Excuse me, Spirit left me where I am and went to Belgium to tell a random person about my life since November. She said she heard it and she was like, what kind of a thing is this? What is this again? She was trying to make sense of it, but she said, it's not me that I'm going to give this type of message to anybody. I cannot. I'm not the one that is going to give it. And it kept on coming to her. And at some point, she's like, what is my business with this woman? Why can't you? Do you understand how these things work? And I received all the information I wanted to receive yesterday. Now, I stylishly said some things yesterday that I decided not to read comment section again because I'm about to do certain things. My worry is expanding to certain things that I know people will have opinion about it. People will feel so many kind of way. That's what I think. But she told me yesterday, she said, no. The spirits are telling me that everything you're about to step into, the world is waiting for it already, and the world is accepting of it already, and the world is supporting of it already. Now, this is me telling you, your destiny is bigger than what it is. The world is waiting for you to happen. The world needs you to happen on that thing that you're doing. Excuse me. You are able to do it. You are not going to crash. You are not going to fail. You are not going to fall. You can do it. You see those ideas that they are pumping into your head that looks like you want to take over the world? That is your Ori speaking to you, and you can do it. All you need to find out is which direction is Ifa asking me to take to fulfill this thing. That's all you need to find out. Is it this time? Because those ideas can come. Ideas can come to you today for later. It can come to you now for the future. These ideas that I have, confirm with Ifa, is it my Ori that is giving them to me? The moment Ifa says yes, it's your Ori, it's part of your destiny, you will do it. Is it at this time? Who is going to help me do it? Who are the people that I need? What are the things that I need? You are going to do it. You can. You have the capacity for it. You have it. You think you are going to fall, you are not going to fall. Àtòrìtẹ́rẹ́ awọ ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà òun ló ń ṣe bí ẹni máa ṣubú àmọ́ kò lè ṣubú. The slender rod, the priest of the roadside, is looking like he's going to fall. It will not fall. It will just continue to go from here to here. It will not fall. You can handle all those things. You can build several businesses. You can handle different things. You can answer to your call in different ways. You can live in your home country and operate things anywhere. You are not going to fall. Don't worry. It's looking like it right now, but you are not going to fall. If it is in your destiny to do it, you will do it. As you do it, as it looks like you are getting overwhelmed and exhausted, you go back to your Odù again. Your Odù reminds you you are on the right path. It's like GPS. It's like you are driving from here to another country. When you look at the journey, it says this journey is 700 hours. It looks like, are you ever going to get there? GPS says keep going. You are looking on the GPS. You are looking at it like I'm getting closer. You go back to the GPS again. Are you sure we have not missed the road? Your GPS says no. You are on the fastest route. Keep going. You are not going to crash. When you get to where you have to buy fuel, buy fuel. When you get to where you have to buy gas, buy gas. When you get to where you have to change your tires, but keep going. You can. All you need is that GPS of life, and that is Ifa. That is all you need for your step. for your own journey. And it is not a general Odù Ifá, is your Odù Ifá for yourself. Sorry, please, can somebody post in the comment section so that I can pin the WhatsApp number, and people that need to find out what their Odù is, need more clarification on their Odù, can send a message in the comment section. Can send a WhatsApp number, a message via WhatsApp, sorry. Okay, so please copy it. HRH, Her Royal Highness Nema just posted it. Mena just posted it right now. And you can copy the number, copy it, send the message. I want to find out more about my Odù. I want to know what my Odù is. I need more clarification about my life. At this point in my life, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be doing it? That is all that you need. And life gets better. Life gets easier. Life gets simpler. It doesn't get better because there are no challenges. It gets better because now you have direction. It's like you are traveling on a rough path. You are going to visit a friend, and that road is looking like, it's not looking like where you are coming from. Your own house, the road of your own house is very smooth, but this one is baga baga. But when you check GPS says you are 20 minutes away from the place. You go again, Omo, are you sure this road is leading to somewhere? GPS says yes, you are 15 minutes away. And then you see one gutter, you see one culvert, you see one narrow road, and at this point you are saying, it's obvious there is no way. This person has given me a wrong address. GPS said you are 5 minutes away, and you are looking at it like, and this road is going to lead somewhere. GPS said you are 2 minutes away, and in the next minute your destination is on the right. And you look at the picture your friend sent you of their house, and you look at the destination on your right, and it's the same thing. You are going to get there. The road might look whatever, but GPS, Ifá is the GPS of life. Ifá ni afini monomo araye. Ifá says you are on the right path, you are getting there. It's overwhelming, it's confusing, it feels like you are the only one in this world. You want to scream your head out. As long as you have your Odù Ifá, it is guiding you to get there. It is guiding you to get there. So if there's anything you are going to do for yourself this year, I told you at the beginning of this year, if you have not done your Etefa and your Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, if that is the gift you are giving to yourself this year, do it. Do it. See, more and more people are coming to Ifá. When you look at life in the next few years, the quality of people's life will change. You will be the only one that will be left behind. You see that rapture that they taught you in church? I think it is happening right now. Ifá is rapturing people into the higher place of where their destiny is. You will just look around one day, and you are the only one that does not know what point you are in your life, where you are supposed to go, where you are coming from, why things are happening to you. You are the only one that is complaining. The other people have stopped complaining, not because life got perfect, but because they got knowledge and information about their specific journey. Because they have something to go back and check. Am I still on the right track? It will just be you alone. You see this number of people that are coming to Ifá openly, and everybody is looking like, wow, look at the number of people that are coming to Ifá right now is so many. The number of people that are coming behind closed doors, and they cannot share it publicly, they are more than the ones that are showing their face. Let me assure you that, based on my everyday work with people, I will do it as my birthday gift for myself this year. Last year, Elédùmarè, Ajé will make it easy for you. Every other person is coming to Ifá, you will be surprised. A friend of mine was telling me yesterday about her son. We're having our Odù Ifá, and I want her to attend with her son. And she says, that my son is beginning to ask me a lot of questions about Ifá. He said he has a friend who has gone to do his Ifá. This is a teenager. And his friend came back to tell him that they went to do Ifá and they shaved his head. So he came to ask his mom, Mommy, which part of Ifá do they shave their head? They said that's Ifá. My friend has done it. And he was telling me his experience. These are teenagers. They are no longer ashamed to talk about the fact that they took them into one Igbo, one forest, and they shaved their head and they came back. Teenagers are talking about it now without feeling any kind of way. You are the only one that remains. You think these other people that are telling you, church, go follow them, sneak behind them, and see where they are going to at night. sneak into their wardrobe and see where they kept their Ifa. They will close it and come out and tell you, my sister, let's just continue to fast and pray. The Lord will do it. The Lord that answered Sarah will answer you. The Lord that answered Sarah. Do you know, jokes apart, by way of digression, do you know I had a problem with that conversation? The Lord that answered Sarah. Do you know how old Sarah was? I don't want the Lord that answered Sarah. Kilo day. Do you know how old Sarah was in the Bible? The Lord that answers Sarah should not answer me when it comes to children. I don't want the Lord that answers Sarah. I want the Lord that answer my mommy. Tí mommy need be me 826 or 28. That's the Lord. I don't want the Lord that answers Sarah. At 99, when you are supposed to sit down and be seeing children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and be flying around the world to enjoy life, and wake up and look at everything you have done and be happy, the Lord that answers Sarah. 99. Kamari, orí mi kọ, ìṣẹ̀dá mi kọ, the Lord that answer prayer. Mo fi gbogbo ara kọ, mo kọ fún everybody that can hear me right now. The Lord that answered Sarah Kini. They have Ifa in their wardrobe. God of Abraham is our God. God of Abraham. To be money age 100. Tony kó lọ pọmọ tó bí ní age 100. The God of Abraham is not our God. The God of Abraham, oh slow. Very slow. They wicked. Slow. They wicked. Because why would you? Kí ló dé tó máa jẹ́ kí ojú ọmọ pọ̀yàn títí di age 100. To what end? Kí la fẹ́ gbà ń díẹ̀? Kò dá. It is not good. The God of Elijah. We do not want the God of Elijah. It's not Elijah that some children laughed at him because he was bald-headed. And the beast came out and ate innocent children because they say it was bad. Is it not bald-headed? In Latin fapari ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ mi. Abba, we do not want the God of Elijah and the God of Elisha. We don't want. We want the God of Ifa. We want Ifa that will tell us what we are supposed to do at the time we are supposed to do it, and we will get result. And if it's not going well, he says, I am Atori Eniti Osumoshe. Let me help you fix it and repair. When we make mistake, we can come back to Ifa and say, see, I've made a mistake. Just how do I fix it? We can pick up our life at the point that is what we want. God that has anger issues, we don't want. So when they are telling you, Sister Mary, don't worry. You see that widow, even at the end of everything, God still showed up for the widow. He will show up for you. We don't want the God that showed up for widow. She was feeding Elijah. Elijah was eating her food. Then her son still got unalive. After everything that she did for Elijah, her son still, is it not that one that her child still went unalive? Elijah or oúnjẹ lomi jẹ, oúnjẹ widow, opó that don't buy one jẹ. What kind of God is that one? Dr. Yomi says, my son is equally interested now, but we are still having, you're still having problem with shaving his locks on his head during Itefa. The argument is still on that. I know. I have one of them in my house too, who is saying Iyanifa is the only thing that he's going to do. He does not want to cut his hair. I don't know how to help that situation, but I just pray that he's able to come to a part where he understands that, the locks is going to grow back. Elijah ate last food before the blessing of the woman. Do you really know if they even had Ifa to get their answer? So I said all of this to say that you have heard it a million times. Ifa is the way, Ifa is the answer, Ifa is the information, Ifa is the GPS of life, Ifa is the direction that you need. And Iyanifa is able to break down your Odù Ifá for you, to talk about your past life, your present, your future, every aspect of your life, your finances, your marriage, your health. Odù Ifá tells you the health challenges you are likely to have. It talks about your legacy. It talks about your social life. It talks about how you're supposed to make friends. it talks about the location you are going to live. You see, that part is what really, it mentions the countries that you are supposed to live. I told you there is Odù Ifá for every part of the world today that we now know as countries. Odù Ifá will not say America, because America was not America until there was a compilation of different lands and it was called the United States of America. But it was a land that had people, that had direction, that had a specific place on the map. It has it, and Odù Ifá will talk about it for you. The charger, move it here. Odù Ifá will talk about it. When I broke down the Odù of Mrs. O Forever's Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for location where she can live, she was looking at me like this. She said, Iyanifa, you don't even understand that the places that Ifá described that I can live, Ifá gave a description of the kind of place she can live and her destiny can function. And she told me how any other place aside from that, she's not even able to function in any other place aside from that. Bring it from here. She's not able to function in any other environment aside from what Ifá described. Lift it up, lift it up. Now imagine, question is, how am I supposed to know? By just looking at somebody's name and just looking at their picture, how am I supposed to know what environment, I mean physical environment, how am I supposed to know what physical environment she can live in and her spirit can thrive? She already knows by studying herself. But the Odù Ifá said it. The Odù Ifá described it, where she can live and her destiny will thrive. The type of environment. It has to be close to this. It has to be close to that. Odù Ifá spoke it. I don't know where she lives. All I know is that she's in Europe. Odù Ifá is going to give you that details. That's why you see some of you, Ifá says you did your Odù and you did a divination that you want to travel to an environment, a new place. And Ifá says, oh, you can go to that country. You get to that country and things are not working. And you think your Babalawo lied to you. No, your Babalawo didn't lie to you. Even in that country, there are environments where you can live and thrive. There are environments in that same country that Ifá picked for you that you will live and you will not thrive. It is the same country. Different energies function with different things. Some people, everywhere they live, they have to make sure there is water around it. There has to be a water body close to them. Some people's spirits cannot thrive in bustling, hustling and bustling cities where there is noise, where there is crowd, where there are just millions of energies clashing. Some people's spirits cannot thrive. Imagine somebody saying that, oh, my Odù Ifá says I should come to Nigeria. And they said where? And she said she's going to Iyanifa, or she's going to where? I'm not trying to be condescending about those places, but I'm just saying. And somebody says, excuse me, your Odù did not say you should go to Lagos. You did not see Lagos. You did not see Abuja. You did not see Port Harcourt. You did not see Enugu. You did not see Ibadan, Ìṣẹ̀yìn, Ìbàràpá, Ìfẹ́lódùn, Omiadio, what other places? Some part of Nasarawa that we don't even know the name. Yenegua. I didn't even know there was anywhere called Yenegua in Nigeria until we had President Jonathan. Abeokuta is still good. Okitipupa. Ifá is now directing you to those places. Meanwhile, it is because your spirit cannot thrive. You cannot make a success in places like Lagos. Meanwhile, Lagos is where everybody is running to succeed. Abuja is where everybody is running to make it in life. Lagos is Ileoluji. And those places are wonderful places. You people should stop doing like this. Those places are wonderful places. Stop doing like that. So, oh, sorry, somebody was asking for the number, Wasila Adenike. Please copy the number as it's posted on your screen, +234 808 417 2309. Copy it on YouTube. Sorry, I didn't catch your question. And people will think Lagos is where you are supposed to succeed. Meanwhile, some people's destiny is attached to those places. So that is where some people's destiny, that is where it is. And I'm able to break down your Odù Ifá to describe this to you. To describe this to you in details. So please, if you are not picking anything from this conversation, Ekpo went to different places and functioned and thrived. Where's your brother? Ekpo went to different places and functioned and thrived. He thrived in the house of Shango, thrived in the house of Eshu, thrived in the house of Ifa, thrived in the house of Ogun, thrived everywhere. Ekpo has become very important. Ekpo made a divination and Ifa said that's the place to go. Ekpo, yes, and he's still thriving. Ekpo made a divination and Ifa said go there. Ekpo did the ebo that was required. Ekpo saw in himself that he had the capacity to do it. And he did it. And he kept on doing it. And he's still doing it now. Because that was in the destiny of Ekpo. The Odù Ifá that bet Ekpo said that. And Ekpo did all the ebo and etutu. And now he's striving to continue to. No matter how they want to manipulate Ifá, you cannot do ebo without Ekpo Sha. And that is you too. You have come into this life, there is an Odù Ifá for your destiny. There is an Odù Ifá for your destiny. You need to find it out. Now, I usually do certain things once in a while and I announce it. I'm having Odù Ifá in my shrine later on this month. And as my own way to say, we have gone round another year. And in between this year and last year, we did a lot of Itefa, a lot of Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, a lot of divination. We sold a lot of spiritual and herbal products. We helped a lot of women in the fertility center to conceive, to have their babies. We did a lot of ebo and etutu. We taught a lot of people about Ifá. We initiated a lot of people into Ogunda. We did a lot of wonderful things in this calendar year. And my own way of saying thank you to àwọn Orishas and encouraging more and more people. Now, it's just people on this live streaming that will hear this information and maybe those on my WhatsApp status. If you have not done your Itefa and your Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and you want to do it, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Irrespective of whatever it is that has been stopping you from doing it, whether it's finances, whether it's your location, whether it's the dynamics of your family, whatever it is that has been stopping you, I don't care, I don't mind. Just send a message to the WhatsApp number and say, Iyanifa, I'm sending you this message based on the fact that you said you want to give back and help people with their Itefa and their Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. The number is pinned on the screen right now. This is my own way of saying, Ifá ti bá mi ṣe, Elédùmarè ti bá mi ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwò kù sẹ́yìn wọ́n ti ń bá wa ṣe lójoojúmọ́. And we also want everybody to get this information. We want every other person, as many as they can, to also be able to experience Ifá the way we have experienced it. I want as many people as come across me and that I come across to have their own Odù, to know their own destiny. The world will be a better place if you know what you are supposed to do and you are doing it. I know what I'm supposed to do and you are doing it. And you are raising your children to know what they are supposed to do. My children might eventually be friends with your children. Now, when you raise your children in the path of their destiny and they know the right things to do, my children are going to interact with children that have spiritual, physical, mental, financial, psychological, and life sense. Because it is not enough for us to just have our own Odù and say, I have my Odù, I'm keeping it to myself. I don't want any other person to have direction in life. I want to be the only one to succeed. It doesn't happen like that. Nobody succeeds and nobody does life alone. Mrs. O Forever could pick up that message that she didn't know nothing about and give me direct and clear message because she has decided to live in the energy of who she is, because she knows who she is, what her calling is, and she has decided to trust the spirit that is calling her. That's why they could use her for me. She has been on my platform and she has learned a lot of things. It has given her a lot of more confidence in her direction. I did not know that she will be used for me at that time. A message that I've been waiting to hear for months, since November last year. It was November and December and January, and now we're in February. So this life, nobody exists in isolation. We are all quakes. So I need you to know your direction in life. Who knows? Maybe you are going to be the president of the Federal Republic of your country tomorrow. If you find out your Odù Ifá today, and Ifá started preparing you for it, are you not going to be a better president? Who knows? Maybe you are going to be the wife of the minister or something tomorrow. When you have Ifá right now and you are directing, something happened yesterday, and you see these things, it makes me so confident and so refreshed when it comes to Ifá. I was speaking to a sister, a friend, a client, and something had happened in her family. They just lost someone, right? And the cops had called them to, identify the person, to break the news, blah, blah, blah. And just there and then, she said her spirit told her to tell her husband not to go. Now, the person that passed is a family member to her husband, a close relative, like a brother to her husband. And her spirit said, tell him not to go. And when she was speaking to the cops, she told the cops that somebody else will come. Her husband will not be able to come. She doesn't know why she said it. And she told me while on the call, I said, tell him not to go. I don't know why, but tell him not to go. And she did tell him. That was it. Till now, we still don't know why he didn't have to go. Now, imagine what her spirit is guiding her husband against. She told the man, and the man said, okay. He didn't argue, he didn't say anything. He already knows the kind of woman that his wife is. He already knows her spirit are speaking to her. Now, he's receiving directions for life. He's receiving direction for life through his wife, because she has accepted Ifá and decided to do her calling. That decision not to go, do you know how many people they are saving? Do you know how many people it will save? And that is because, let's imagine that the only encounter she has had with spirit is me. That's because I made myself available to teach Ifá. I found my calling, I'm doing it. The wife got in contact with me and started to learn about Ifá, and I was able to break down her Odù. She found her own calling. And she was able to give a message to the husband. Now, the husband is benefiting from what I am doing here indirectly. Whatever it is that spirit is saving the husband for, it might be something that will affect other people. Those other people are being saved from it, from me. I don't know the husband. I've not had any encounter with him. The other people that could have been affected, they don't know me. But me knowing my calling and answering and working in my part in Ifá has affected, it has had a ripple effect on other people. This is what it is. This is what it is. You might be going on that journey. You want to travel, you want to take a flight, you want to go on a bus. And the driver of that flight, or the driver of that bus, or the pilot of that flight is somebody that is guided by Ifá, and their spirit tell them, no, don't go now. And every other person at the bus park is saying, what's wrong with this driver? And he's just trying to let them stand up. And he's just trying to delay, to stall, to delay, to stall, just because of what Ifá said. And you guys now start the journey. You don't know that he's an Ifá person. You don't know where he's getting his information from. And then you guys start to go. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes in the journey, you heard that before you came, armed robbers has come to rob the road, and you see what is happening on the road. And everybody now said, thank God that the driver stopped by. And the driver was now telling all of you that nothing happened to the car. My spirit just said that I should. And I know that there's no way I can keep you people at the car park. Was why I decided to just open the trunk of my car and be pretending as if something is fixing until my spirit said it was time to go. A decision that driver took to follow the direction of the Ifa has saved every other person in the post. Now, not only every other person, for every husband that is there, they have prevented his wife from being a widow at a young age. For every child, every father that is there, they've prevented their children from being fatherless at an old age. For every child that is there, they have prevented their parents from experiencing the loss of a child in this lifetime, because somebody decided to follow the instruction of Ifa. So this thing affects all of us. Life is going to be better when every one of us have it. And that is why Ifa is a collective and community thing. You cannot succeed in Ifa alone. You see this selfishness, nobody has me, I don't owe anybody anything. It is Westernization's description of hellfire. You see that hellfire that they describe? That is what it is. Westernization civilization brought these things to us to exist in isolation, to deceive ourselves that we exist in isolation. And that is what is destroying our society, messing us up in ways that we cannot imagine. I don't owe anybody anything. Nobody owes me anything. Don't go through life expecting anything from anybody. You damn right owe people everything. You owe people a lot of things. People owe you a lot of things. That's life. The day you were born, your parents owed you the care they gave you. Neighbors owed you the gifts that they came. Your grandmother owed you the moments that she was rubbing your back. The neighbors will come to your mother's house, cook for her, make sure she's resting so that they can take care of you. They owe you something. Your elderly siblings owe you to take care of you. The neighbors owe you to watch after you when your mothers are not there, which is why in Yoruba we say, Oju meji lo nbimo, igba oju lo nto. It is only a combination of two pairs of eyes that give birth to a child. 200 is the one that raised. Those 200 igba tonto moye, they owe you home training. That is why your grandmother can correct you. A neighbor can correct you. Back in the day when we were growing up, it takes a village. That village owes you something. That is why we say it takes a village. And you are a part of a village that owes somebody something. That is how Ifa is built. It's a community. That is the physical representation of what we call Egbe. It's a community. That is how we are raised. So when you see me doing all of this, it's not for me. If you think that I come here to teach because Ifa College is a school, we are selling courses and I want to make money, there are so many other things to do to make money that will not benefit you as much as Ifa College is benefiting you. There are so many things I can do to make money. Go to Google and Google me from the days of Facebook 16, 17 years ago and see the things that I have done with my life and businesses I have put my hands into and my hands are still into that is thriving and is succeeding. This is about making life a better place for all of us. This is about everybody doing their part, bringing the piece of the puzzle so that the whole picture can make sense. So as you are doing it, you have come into Ifa, you have the information, you are hiding it for your friend because that civilization and westernization inside you still tells you, excuse me, you want to succeed alone. You want to do it alone. You don't want to share your secrets with your friend. Ifa is not a secret. Ifa is not a secret that you hoard. You are shooting yourself in the leg when you hoard it. Your brothers and your sisters are still roaming through life without knowing their Odù, without knowing their part in life. When they make king-size errors, it's coming to affect you. It is coming back to affect you. There are certain things that will happen to certain people around you that can alter life as you know it forever. Some people will make Odù. The Odù Ifá that will come out will say, there is somebody around you that is about to make a journey. Make Ebo for the person. There is a pregnant woman around you. Either you are pregnant or somebody around you. Give Ebo to Oshun. And there is you don't know that your brother's wife is pregnant. They didn't tell you. They hid the information for reasons best known to them. It was you that received it. You made Ebo for her. She went into the theater, she came back, she had her baby. She went into labor, she came back, she had her baby. In your mind, you are wondering, yes, people have their baby every day, so why did I do it? But if you did not do it, she probably would have gone in there and lost her life, and maybe the baby will be alive, or lost the mother and the baby, and she has other babies, 3 years old, 4 years old. Now they have to bring the baby to your house to take care of the baby. You are the one that has to take care of the baby. 2 babies that you did not ask for, all of a sudden are motherless, and you have to become their mother. The financial responsibility of those children for life becomes your own. Something that could have been avoided if you had information. And you don't know that you are saving yourself. That you are supposed to have shared that information with that your brother and your sister and your neighbor and your friend, to know Ifa for themselves, so that Ifa can guide them. At the beginning of that pregnancy, they will have told her to go and look for one Iya Osun, to sit down there and be taking her prenatals there. You want to hide Ifa and say it's only you that you are going to have. Don't worry, you will have it though. But when the problems start to spring up in the life of everybody, just know that it's only you that you carry it. You will do Ebo for 7 people because you refuse to tell 7 people about Ifa. The world is interconnected. You cannot exist alone. This planet Earth, maybe if you go to Jupiter and Mars and Venus and the Sun and the Moon and Mercury, you can go and build your world there by yourself. Carry your own oxygen and live there. And carry your own Odù Ifá and be doing it by yourself there. But please, as you are helping other people, you are helping yourself. So this is my own part. I have clients that come to me from time to time to say, Iya, Ifa has answered my prayer, Elédùmarè has answered my prayer. I want to help 3 people to do the Ifa. I will announce it. You all know. I will post it. Somebody wants to pay half price for you. If you have the money, come and do it. Some of you are on this live streaming. You are paying for your ÌṢÄŠE 200k per month. I told Mrs. O Forever yesterday, I said, if it's possible for me to be doing it for everybody that comes, I know the blessing I'm going to get if I do it for you. Forget. Oh my God. If you people understand how Ajay works, you will know that it is a privilege for somebody else to be a part of your spiritual journey. I love, when I say it, that it's a privilege for me to be part of your spiritual journey, I mean it literally. It's a privilege for me to be the one to help you do Itefa and Ishefa, to analyze your Odù, to give Ebo on your behalf, to give Etutu on your behalf. It is a privilege for me. Because as long as you exist in this time of life, it is in my record. And I can call it up as a favor. You know how we call forth favor? I can call it up as a favor anytime that I want. There are certain times that I sit down and I tell myself, look at everybody. If I look at everybody I have led back to their destiny, directly or indirectly. And because of that, you will lead people my way. I cannot be stranded in this life. How? The people I met on the journey of life, I did not leave them stranded. How can I be stranded in this life? It's not possible. Somebody will have to show up somewhere. I'm showing up for people. That's the way this life is. That is the way this life is. Can it be done in absentia? Yes. It can be done in absentia. Please send a message on WhatsApp. Can men do AJ? Can men have money? Can men have money? Can men make financial profit? Let me answer your question with a question so that it will be interesting and interactive. Can men have money? Can men have financial success? Ajay represents money and financial success. Money and financial success does not have gender. Is Itefa compulsory for everybody? Okay. Itefa is the Ifa divination that helps you know your purpose in life. That is the only divination that gives you the blueprint of your life. That is the only divination that helps you know the destiny you have come to this life to fulfill. That is the only divination that gives you the GPS and the direction of life. That is the only divination that tells you who you are, what you are here to do, how to do it, why you are doing it, and how to avoid not doing it. That is the only divination that tells you the things that you are supposed to avoid in life that will not get you into mistake. So I put that question to you again. Is Itefa for you? Please, I need to help us. Is Itefa for everybody? That being said, now that you understand the definition of Itefa, is Itefa for everybody? I'll be waiting for your answer. Dr. Yomi says, I have Ajioloku in my house, even as a doctor. I wish you can hear me, this clap. Can you hear it? Okay, what's wrong with the volume? That is me clapping for Dr. Yomi. Dr. Yomi said he's a man, he's a male doctor, he's a male human person. He said he has Ajay in his life, even as a doctor. So the person asking, can men have Ajay? Dr. Yomi just answered you now that he has Ajay, and Ajay is working for him. Elédùmarè. So Itefa is for everybody. Forget the name. Forget the whatever they told you. If you want to know if something is for you or is not for you, you want to know who something is for, you want to know the purpose of something, just ask for the definition of that thing. What is this thing? What does it do? How does it work? When you know all the functions of it, you'll be able to know, is it good for this person or this person? It's like they give you a pack of multivitamins and you say, what does this multivitamin contain? It contains fenugreek, it contains evening primrose, it contains ferrous, it contains all of these things. You already know it's for a woman. You already know it's this packet contains cranberry. You already know it's for a woman. Is that okay? You already know it's for a woman. So once we define what ÌṢÄŠE is, you already know that it's for everybody. So if you meet people in life that says Itefa is not for everybody, ask them, but is there any other divination that gives us our Odù Ifá and tells us our direction, our purpose, and our taboos in life? Maybe the person has conjured another one, an alternative to knowing that. But if they are yet to conjure another alternative to knowing that, Itefa is for everybody. Please, ma, I have done my Ifa, and the name of my Ifa is... So what am I supposed to help you to do? You have done your Ifa, you know your Odù Ifá. What exactly do you need help with? Let me correct you there. Avoid posting your Odù Ifá in a public place. Avoid posting your Odù Ifá in a public place. Okay. Let me do something. Avoid posting your Odù Ifá in a public place. Is it here? Let me see. Those of you on YouTube, hold on a little bit. Those of you on YouTube, just bear with me a little bit. Just hang in there. If you're on TikTok, you can go to Ifá College on TikTok. If you are not, just hang in there a little bit. Hey, then. Sorry, we are here. I had to use that phone. For those of you on YouTube, sorry about that. I had to use that phone to get something. Now, this is what your Odù Ifá means. This is information that we have gathered. This is information that we have put together about your life. Somebody can look at your Odù and tell you everything about your life in different stages. I spent the last 10 years gathering information about different Odù, gathering different ese, and sitting down as the Spirit is guiding me to break it down into simple everyday words. So I beg of you, keep your Odù Ifá to yourself. Keep your Odù Ifá to yourself. Keep the Odù Ifá that birthed you to yourself. If you have done Itefa, guide that information like it is your life. It's like you don't want to show somebody your DNA. You don't want to leave your fingerprints hanging randomly everywhere. If you need your Odù to be broken down, send a message on, oh wow, you are also on YouTube. I can see the same person on YouTube. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. I beg of you, this is how simple Ifa is. I don't need to see you in person. I don't even need to know your name. I don't need to know where you are born. I don't need to know anything about you. Just your Odù Ifá, it carries your life. You see what they try to hide from us? Can you see what at the time they gave birth to this child, this person, if their parents had done Àkọsẹ̀jayé for them at the time they gave birth to them, they will have known that from 0 to a certain teenage age, this child is going to be stubborn and rebellious and heady. They will be reporting him from school. He will be fighting authority. His parents would have already known, and they would have told them different Ebo. Those type of people just be giving Ebo to Ogun and Eshu on their behalf, so that this child will not get into real life problems with this. This is just in their destiny. It's building them up for something. The Odù goes further to say that this person is going to become a world-renowned advocate. All the stubbornness traits he was showing when he was small, his spirit is building for something. But his parents would have looked at him then, what kind of a child is he? Throw him in the boarding school, comparing him with every other child in the environment, comparing him with his siblings. Frustrated child. It was a training ground. His parents would have known the type of child they gave birth to. The moment they come and report him from school to say, look at what your child had, they will go to Ogun again and give Ogun Ebo Ejo. Just help us calm his spirit. While he's on this training ground, help us calm his spirit. His parents are able to understand him more. They do not see him like a problem child because it is building him up for something. But they didn't know. Who wants to have a child that is stubborn and heady and all of those things that we read? Nobody wants to have that child. Oh, he said he actually went to boarding school. Because that's what always happens to children like that. Don't kill us. Omo, imak pa mi LOTC boarding house. I beg of you. See, we have found the truth in Ifa now. Don't let anybody deceive you anymore. You literally have the keys to life in your hands. Don't let anybody deceive you anymore. I beg you. If there's anything you want to do for yourself, do your Itefa, your Ishefa. After that, forget. Every other thing will fall into place as long as you have knowledge about this thing. Every other thing will fall into place. Life will make more sense. Where are you guys? Life will make more sense. You will be able to apply everything you have into it. You will understanding. Okay, just imagine that this guy that has this Odù, I don't even know his first name, but his name is Kale Sex Bugatti. Okay, let's just say Bugatti. Imagine that Bugatti has this Odù. Then he falls in love with a girl, a lady that has that same Odù that is just fire. The two of them cannot marry. They will turn the world upside down. If they don't see ọkọ ò bá pa ìyàwó máa pọkọ tí àwọn méjèèjì ò bá para wọn máa pa gbogbo ẹni tó wà lára wọn. It cannot work. By mere looking at the Odù Ifá of the two of them, I can already tell you, you guys don't worry. Whatever fire is in you now, enter into the bedroom and go and burn it out. When you are done, go your separate ways. We need to find somebody who is coming into his life with the energy of Oshun, with a calm energy that is able to balance this fire that he came to this earth to burn. And you are asking, how did our forefathers, how did they have happy marriage? internet is telling you, it's because our mothers were taking nonsense. I don't know which nonsense your mothers took, but my own generation, in my own lineage, my forefathers, my foremothers, they enjoyed their marriage because Ifa directed them to the right path before Christianity came. It's Christianity that joined people together that don't have any business together and gave them the sermon of endurance for better, for worse. It's religion that brought that. It's westernization that brought it. Our forefathers did not manage marriage. They enjoyed it because Ifa brought people together that were compatible in this life, people whose destinies were joined together. They saw themselves, they analyzed their life together before they joined. That's why their marriage lasted, not because they were enduring nonsense. You are the one that knows the part of your family that was enduring. Before they got to that part of your lineage that was enduring nonsense, find out what the other people were enjoying. Find out what the other people were enjoying. And come back to it, return back to it, and let it make sense. It's in your hands now. Itoku is left to you. I'm trying my best in every way to make sure that everybody can do it, everybody can afford it. The moment I find a client that is ready to cut down price, ready to pay for somebody, I call you. There are sometimes we have joint spiritual work, joint ebo, joint etutu, joint Itefa and Ishefa. We are doing for 7 people. We have reduced the price and we announce it. This is the best I can do. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní kí epo àtàtà wọn lọ́jà. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní kí ẹran àti àgbò wọn lọ́jà. I'm not the one that sets the price of livestock in the market that we are going to use. I'm not the one that sets the price for Itefa. So if it's expensive now, it's Nigeria. It's not me. The food you are eating is expensive. House rent is expensive. Transportation is expensive. Life is happening to everybody in this country. But the best we can do is just to support you and make sure that you can. So, final call. Let me sound like, why does Ifa not support Yahoo? Why can't you write in your, when your children are writing what is the occupation of their daddy, why can't they go to school and say the occupation of my daddy is Yahoo? When you are applying for a new job or you are applying for visa, why can't you go to the embassy and say, what job are you doing, sir? Is Yahoo? What is Yahoo? Is internet fraud? Why can't you say that at the embassy? The reason you cannot say that at the embassy is the reason Ifa is not supporting it. That's why. The reason your daddy will not stand in the community of his age range and say, what's your son doing? He's scamming people online. That's the reason Ifa is not supporting it. It's a very simple question and very simple answer. Mrs. O forever, Emma Tete Binu, Emma Ma Binu Ben Emma. Please type the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Let me pin it. Type the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Let me pin it. It's not forever. She has vexed right now, like 2 seconds. She has just vexed immediately. Emma Binuma, one more side. So send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Let's wrap it up so that people can go on with their everyday lives. They can go on with their work for today. Our kidney is taking longer these days. So kilo shele gongo. Okay. So I'm sure you have learned something, even if we don't finish, if you don't go through reading what if you don't go through reading what is here, right? And you know that it's sad that we live in an age where these type of things have been normalized. Like, people talk about this freely. People come into my DM to ask, Ma, please, do you work for boys? I'm like, what does that mean? I mean working boys. I'm like, a carpenter is a working boy. He's a boy that is working. A mechanic is a working boy. No, it's not like that, man. I mean Yahoo. What is Yahoo? Yahoo is it Yahoo Mail or Yahoo Messenger? Which one? And they now start to say, Emma, I don't want to say it with all of my mouth. You better say it with your mouth and your nose and your head and your ears, because you are doing it with all of your hand. So say it with all of your mouth. It's calm. I say you see, if I want to work with scam, do you know what I'm going to do to you? I'm going to scam you. I'm going to tell you to bring 5 million naira and I'm going to work for you and I will carry your money and go. Scammer has met scammer. Is it okay by you? If you can scam people, can I also scam you? I will tell you before I scam you. Mama, you cannot do that. Okay, I will do it for you. Send 5 million naira to this account. Ma, are you sure you are going to do it for me? You have not ready. When you are ready, we will both be scamming each other, because I don't understand. And they now say it with so much. And then some of them are here, they are backing their stupidity up with Odù Ifá, Ogunda Bede. Is the Odù Ifá you are using to back up scam. Continue. I'm not Ifá. Ifá did not say you go to fire. Ifá did not say anything. But Ifá says, àṣepamọ́ ló wà, kò sáṣegbé kankan níbi kankan. Ifá ní wàá bẹ̀rù anybody. That's what me I know. Ifá did not say there is hellfire, but Ifá says, àṣepamọ́ ló wà, kò sáṣegbé. Ifá says wàá bẹ̀rù anybody. So sit down and be using Ogunda Bede to back up stealing. Olè ojú méjèèjì. Kẹ́ ẹ máa fi Ogunda Bede, kẹ́ ẹ máa fi back up. See, the person that told you that Ogunda Bede is the Odù Ifá for olè. Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ẹ bẹ̀rù yín ní bode. Kò sí kíní kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣáà ti dé bode yẹn, some of us will be here, we will look at you like this. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Your children will not even, you see, me, I'm always praying for your children. Your children will not reap of that thing that you are doing. You, ìwọ tó gbìn ló máa ká. Iṣu tó gbìn yẹn ó máa ta, ìwọ ló máa ká, ìwọ ló máa sè, ìwọ ló máa dá jẹ. You can pound it in yam, you can roast it and eat it with pepper and oil. You can boil it, you can fry it, you can bake it. Every form iṣu yẹn ṣá, ìwọ ló máa jẹ tó máa yó, kò sẹ́ni tó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ ń bẹ̀. Ìyàwó tí ò bẹ mú yàwó ò ní jẹ ń bẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ tó ò bẹ mú yàwó ò ní jẹ ń bẹ̀. Mọ́mì ẹ̀ gan ò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ ń bẹ̀, fúnra rẹ̀ ló máa jẹ. Ìwọ ló máa jẹ. Ó máa jẹ, ó máa yó ẹ. Kẹ́ máa ṣe bí àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n fi kinní tọ́. Please send the message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. People need to go to work. Send the message to the WhatsApp number. Don't mind them. There is nothing like that in Ogunda Bede. People that are using it to defend, tell them to recite 2 essay in that Ogunda Bede. They cannot. 2 essay in that Ogunda Bede, they cannot. They cannot recite 2. Not even 1. But they Ogunda Bede ni gan. Ifaniko Lord Jali. We have come to the end of today's live streaming. Thank you so much for joining us on the live streaming today. Today is episode 21, season 3 of ÌṢÄŠE for today. If you are joining us for the first time, I'm sure you enjoyed this episode, and every episode is always filled with knowledge, with direction, with spiritual intensity like this. So you want to click on the plus sign to follow. Click on the plus sign to follow. You want to subscribe, you want to turn on notifications, you want to head over to our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV, to watch previous episodes. Is that okay? If you need help with your Odù, please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is now showing on your screen. Somebody should put the WhatsApp number on the screen so that we can post it. We are on episode 21 of season 3, and we're finally getting to the end of season 3 again, and we're going to take a break. But by the time we take a break, you know what's going to happen. Our YouTube channel will be running, will be streaming 24/7. YouTube channel will be streaming 24/7 with messages and videos that I have done that I have not posted. It will be streaming there. Please, the people that type my WhatsApp number, please type it in the comment section. If you want to do your ÌШÄŠE and ITEFA, and money or distance has been the challenge, just send a message to that WhatsApp number and say, Iyanifa, I want to do my ÌШÄŠE and my ITEFA, and it's money that has been the challenge. Elédùmarè, we'll see how we're able to work around it. Let me see what I can do as a person. And to all the supporters in the house, those of you that I have some clients here that send in money every month to just support Ifá College, and we put their money aside to help people like this. Is that okay? If you're on YouTube, copy the number that Yomi Fatile is posting right now, +234 808 417 2309 in that order. We're not allowed to post it as a single digit, so copy it in that order. Eshe Goni, Adupe, Eshe. Please, if you have any question, please can somebody give me water? Pour that water there. If you have any questions, let me know before we wrap up. Do you have any questions? Any question? This is Ifa College. It's an online learning platform where you learn about Ifa, Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, and every other thing in between. So head over to our website, ifacollege.ng. You will see our books that I have written is there, courses I have created is there, every other thing in between is there. Somebody says, can I chat you? That's why we have posted the WhatsApp number so that you can send a message. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is now showing on your screen. I will pin it again. Send a message to the WhatsApp number. I want to learn under your tutelage, but you don't have the financial means presently. Ajay will make it easy for you. Elédùmarè. My Shefa does not have Odù. I heard others have. Please ask the person that did your Shefa for you that the day they were doing the Shefa for you, Odù Ifá will not die. Because all these people that I'm talking to and I'm seeing, and they are breaking down their Odù and they are receiving information, most of them is Shefa. Golden Light is Shefa. Mrs. O Forever is Shefa. Who else again did I break down their Odù for them? A lot of them that have been on this live stream is Shefa. So whoever it is that did the Shefa for you, that didn't give you Odù, tell the person that you are asking, Odù Ifá will not die in your Shefa. At least when they picked out your Ikin to do Shefa, they must have done a divination and something must have come out of it. So ask them for that Odù if they can still remember. Is that okay? Thank you so much for joining. Adupe Eshe Goni. Let's wrap up our... Send a message to the WhatsApp number. Anything you need, just send a message to WhatsApp number. Let's wrap this up so that other people can go and continue their day. Our Gonishet Afeshi Lenu. Are we awake? Are we awake? Does somebody want to do the Iba for us? Does somebody want to try? Just try. Anybody wants to try in the house? I know your Yoruba is not very wonderful, but just try. Come and see something. Oh yeah, try. Just see it, just try. That's the only way you can know it, as you are trying, as you are saying it. Oh yeah, move here. Even if it's one line of sentence, I want to hear you say something. Oh yeah.
I could hear Sheba.
Ibashe.
Sheba too.
Ibashe. My lovely daughter, okay. She has tried. She said she got the first line. Sheba. So my children are like a lot of your own children too, who were not raised speaking Yoruba because of the environment that they were born. But my first two kids, at least, are those ones. Even if they cannot speak it well, they shall understand. And we are learning Yoruba every day. Better than you are. We are learning Yoruba every day, so they are learning to become better. So, Akoda aye Asheba o. Asheba ti wáyé ọjọ́. Asheba ti wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé Asheba, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Ọ̀ràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí Asheba. Ọba tó lọ kọrin kése Asheba. Ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́ni, ọba títí ayérayé Asheba, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Kábíyín ò sí, ọba tó tẹ́ sọ́mọ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́ aṣọ, ọba tó tẹ́lẹ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́ní, ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbáláyé yìí ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀ Asheba, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Ajagunmalé olúwo òdi ọ̀run Asheba olúbíkin, Asheba ọ̀sán ìbíkin, Asheba àwọn tó láyé, Asheba àwọn tó nílẹ̀, Asheba àwọn tí wọ́n tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, Asheba àwọn tó dá ká tó dá, Asheba àwọn tó tẹ̀lú ìdó, Asheba àwọn tó lànà fún wa, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Asheba àwọn tó ṣáwó kù sẹ́yìn, Asheba gbogbo àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣáwó, àwọn tó kọ́ wa nífá, àwọn tó ṣefá fún wa, àwọn bàbá, àwọn ìyá, Asheba wọn, Anikiba wa ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ Asheba, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòròró, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, arógbáṣọ má bòtán, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mọ kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣèbà àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe o. ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ka tíwéré, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé abiyamọ ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dá wa lóṣù, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ là wá lórí, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní ká máa ṣàwo àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe o. gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè la ṣèbà fún lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti jókòó lórí ìtẹ́ àwọn bàbá yín tẹ́ ẹ ti ń ṣe fá tẹ́ ẹ ti ń ṣèṣeṣe tẹ́ ẹ ti ń tọ̀lù sọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìlú yẹn ò nítorí yín dàrú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. adé apẹ́ lórí yín, bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ yín, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ apẹ́ lọ́wọ́, àṣẹ apẹ́ lẹ́nu láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ìlú tẹ́ ẹ wá ń tò yẹn kò ní dàrú lórí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajíbọ́lá mi ògbódù ọ̀rà mo ṣèbà ẹdán, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onílé, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ajíbọ́lá wà, mo ṣèbà yín o. Kéré lótò ṣùgbọ́n mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà ẹ̀yin olúwo, mo ṣèbà ẹ̀yin apẹ̀nà, mo ṣèbà ẹ̀yin lísà, ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè, ẹ̀yin balógun látòkèdókè láì dápá kan sí àṣèbà gbogbo yín a ní. mo ní ogbó atọ́ yín o, mo ní ogbó ẹ̀dán, mo ní ogbó àlàwòrán lótú ìfẹ́, mo ṣe ogbó kọrin kése fún gbogbo ọmọlé Ajíbọ́lá, mo ní kí bà wá ṣe o. gbogbo babaláwo, Iyanifa, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, gbogbo àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí, gbogbo oníṣègùn, gbogbo eléwé ọmọ, gbogbo wa tá a jókòó tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń dáhùn, tá a ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ifá, tá a ti jókòó, tá a ti ń dáhùn èèyàn lóhùn, mo ṣèbà orí yín, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá yín, mo ní kí bà mí ṣe o. gbogbo òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni la ṣèbà fún, àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á, àṣèbà ifá, àṣèbà ìpín, àṣèbà ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run, àṣemúsùmúsù ẹgbẹ́, àṣe àkíkà ẹgbẹ́, bọ̀rọ̀kíní ayé bọ̀rọ̀kíní ọ̀run, àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe o. èmi lọ́jọ́ ajé ògúngúlùsọ onísọ òbòjì, ajé tó ń ṣẹrú dọmọ, ajé tó ń kóre wá, ajé tó ń kóre ọlá ire ọlà wá látorígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé. àṣèbà ajé o, ajé ògúngúlùsọ, àníkó wá dúró tì wá, àníkó wá filé wa ṣelé, àtọ̀tún àtòsí tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ẹyẹlé yín fi ń kóre wá, àníkẹ́ wá kóre ajé wá fún wa, ire owó ire ọlá ire ọlà. wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá lẹ́rú òun ló lẹ́rù, gbogbo ẹrù tí ifá tí ajé kó sọ́wọ́ kó jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ọlá gbogbo ọlà gbogbo owó gbogbo ọrọ̀ tájé kó sọ́wọ́ kó jẹ́ tèmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kájé jókòó sílé wa, ká bájé nílé, ká kó ajé lọ́nà, ká má bí ajé nínú, ká má ríjà ajé, ká má lájé lọ́rùn, ká lájé lọ́wọ́ ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kájé wá fare wá fún wa, ire òkèèrè, ire láti gúúsù, ire àríwá, ire ìlà oòrùn, ire ìwọ̀ oòrùn, ire àrígbùngbùn ayé báyìí kájé wá gbé wá fún wa lódindi lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní ènìyàn láṣọ òbora wa o, àwọn èèyàn bí èèyàn, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn, àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn lórúkọ, àwọn èèyàn alájé, àwọn èèyàn ọlọ́lá, àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń fojú rere wo èèyàn, àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń fi ọlá wọ èèyàn kó wá fi ajé wọn kó fi bò wá láṣìírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní láti kékeré báyìí ní ṣẹkúṣẹkún ti gbégbá ajé lọ́mọ tiẹ̀ lórí, èmi àti yín ti gbégbá ajé tiwa báyìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àṣejèrè àṣelà òun nígbà ajé tá a gbélé la wa lórí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọn ò ní fi ajé pẹ̀gbọ́n wa o, àní fajé pìtàn, ó ti lówó lánàá kò ní mọ́ kò ní jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ayé ò ní sọ wá di olówó àná, ayé ò ní sọ wá di ọlọ́lá àná láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. a máa ma tinú ajé bọ́ sínú ajé ni, a máa ma tinú ọlá bọ́ sínú ọlá, a máa ma tinú ọrọ̀ bọ́ sínú ọrọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní irun orí báyìí òun ló ń bàṣírí orí, wọ́n ní gbogbo ara ló ń bàṣírí ẹ̀dọ̀, wọ́n ní èékánná ọwọ́ ló ń bàṣírí ọwọ́, èékánná ẹsẹ̀ ló ń bàṣírí ẹsẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ọmọ aráyé fi ajé wọn máa fi bo èmi àti yín láṣìírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. lórí ọkọ wa ni, lórí aya ni, lórí ọmọ ni, lórí ẹbí ni, lórí ará, lórí àwọn afẹ́nifẹ́re, àwọn tó finú àtọkàn fẹ́ wa ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ajé á bò wọ́n láṣìírí. ọwọ́ wa ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò, kò sí bá a ṣe lè mú sẹ́ àlọ́wọ́ èmi àti yín kò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ó ní àbùdí báyìí ní ti olókun, àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà, bá a ṣe ń bu omi òkun ló ń dí, bá a ṣe ń bu yanrìn òkun ló ń dí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo nǹkan rere ilé ayé tí tí orí ti kọ mọ́ wa ó di àbùdí fún wa, ó di àbùdí fún wa ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ń bù báyìí á máa dí fún wa ni, bá a ṣe ń bù báyìí á máa dí fún wa ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní mọ̀yà láyé o, àní fi ìnira lórí ayé o, àní fi ègún àní fi lórí ayé o, àní fi gbèsè lórí ayé yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá nawọ́ sí Elédùmarè á bá wa nawọ́ sí, gbogbo fífẹ́ wa àwọn tó láyé á bá wa fẹ́, gbogbo kíkọ̀ wa àwọn tó nílẹ̀ á bá wa kọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kí la fi ń bu ajé lótú ìfẹ́, ẹran ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ la fi ń bu ajé lótú ìfẹ́, kára wá tu èmi àti yín kó dẹ̀ wá pẹ̀sẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí dẹ̀ra bá wa ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ibi tá a bá kọjú sí, kí dẹ̀ra bá wa níbi gbogbo ọ̀nà ibi tá a bá kọjú sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀tún la kọjú sí ni o, apá àlàáfíà la kọjú sí ni o, gúúsù ni o, àríwá ni o, nílé ni o, lẹ́yìn odi ni o, lájò ni, nílùú ọba ibi tá a lọ ni, níbi tá a rìnrìn àjò dé ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè sẹ́, ìdẹ̀ra ló máa bá wa níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kí la fi ń bu ajé lótú ìfẹ́, wọ́n ní afárá oyin ni, oyin la fi ń bu ajé lótú ìfẹ́, afárá oyin ló ní kó dùn fẹ́mi àti yín ti lé toko láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo ibi tá a bá lọ ọ̀rọ̀ ayé wa báyìí á máa sun dídùn dídùn bí oyin ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ayé wa ò ní sun kíkan, ayé àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní sun kíkan, àní rí kíkan, àní rí kíkorò, àní róhun gbé sọnù bí òun ṣe bí ọmọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ohun ẹ̀yọ yẹn ló wá ní kọ́mọ aráyé máa yọ̀ mọ́ wa níbikíbi tẹ́ ẹ bá dé, ìlú àjòjì ni o, ilé ni o, ẹ̀yìn odi ni o, lóko ni o, lájò ni o, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ̀ mọ́ yín ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní bínú yín, àwọn tó ń ṣe ìlara èèyàn wọn ò ní ṣe ìlara yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ẹni tó ń rojọ́ ẹni káàkiri wọn ò ní rojọ́ yín káàkiri láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn aláròká wọn ò ní gbẹ́jọ́ ti yín sẹ́nu láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iyọ̀ ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé wa máa fẹnu yọ̀ wí tiwa. Wọ́n ní ayọ́yọ́gu ayọ̀yọ̀gu, wọ́n ní ayọ̀yọ̀ gúnmọ̀gúnmọ̀, wọ́n ní adífá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà ńgbà tí bàbá lọ rè bá wọn mú yọ̀yọ̀ra. Kí l'Ọ̀rúnmìlà sọ? Ó ní àwa tá a bá wọn mú yọ̀yọ̀ra, ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ ayọ̀ ní tiwa, ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀bànújẹ́ kan ìbáyọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀bànújẹ́ ò ní bá èmi àti yín, ọ̀rọ̀ ayọ̀ ló máa bá wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ìrèké, àádùn, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan mèremère tí a fi ń bọ ajé òun la kó wálé ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, káyé wa máa dùn. Bí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan mèremère yìí ṣe ń so, tó ṣe ń so dídùn, tó ń so dídùn, ayé mi àti yín á máa so dídùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní rí kíkan, àní rí wàhálà àti ìdààmú, ọmọ aráyé ò ní bọ́ bàtà ọ̀fọ̀ síwájú ilé wa ò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé báyìí ibi táwọn ẹgbẹ́ wa ti ń náwó, tó ti ń ná owó, tó ti ń ná ajé, èmi àti yín ò ní bá wọn nájú níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Nídìílé ìyá ni o, nídìílé bàbá ni o, nídìílé ọkọ ni o, nídìílé aya ni o, ní ìdílé àwọn àna yín ni o, láàárín ọ̀rẹ́ ni o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀ ní bá wọn nájú níbẹ̀. Owó lẹ máa bùná, ajé lẹ máa bùná láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kí la fi ń bo ajé, òrí la fi ń bo ajé. Wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá dẹ̀ fojú kan ọ̀run, ìjọ́ yẹn ló ń yọ. Ó ti wá di dandan kọ́mọ aráyé máa yọ́nú sí yín. Ìṣọkùnrin ni, ìṣobìnrin ni, ìṣọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, dúdú ni o, funfun ni o, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni o, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, aṣenibánidárò ni, oṣóolé ni, àjẹlé ni, lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé ó di dandan kó wá máa yọ́nú sí mi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ẹ̀yọ́nú ènìyàn òun lèmi àti yín á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ojú owó kì í rí bi o, kò síbi tẹ́ dé nílé ayé, ojú owó kì í ráre, ojú owó kì í rí bi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ojú wa ò ní rí bi, ojú wa ò ní ráre. Ire báyìí lójú owó rí, ire lójú èmi àti yín á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n á wá máa gbóre wá fún wa lódindi lódindi bí atare ṣe ń di tiẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kò síran atare kankan tó di tiẹ̀ láàbò, èmi àti yín ò ní gbóre ààbò. Àní dúpẹ́ tipátipá, àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Odindi báyìí ló máa gbére tiwa wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹni tá a bá máa ṣẹ̀ tí ò ní dáríjì wá, ẹni tá a máa ṣẹ̀ tó máa rojọ́ wa káàkiri, Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ ká pàdé wọn. ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní rí ìpàdé wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á máa forí jì wá torí wọ́n ní kò sí bọ́mọ ṣe máa jẹ̀kọ tí ò ní ra ọ lọ́wọ́, kò sí bá a ṣe máa ṣorí wa yìí tí ò ní mì. Gbogbo ibi tó bá ti ń rá wa lọ́wọ́ èyọ́nú àwọn tó láyé la béèrè fún kọ́ wa máa yọ́nú sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin tó láyé ẹ̀yin tó nílẹ̀ ẹ wá fàyè gbà wá, ẹ wá fọ̀nà gbà wá nílé ayé. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà rí bá ti ṣe, ká rọ́nà gbé gbà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rí tajé ṣe, ká rí tiwa ṣe nílé ayé yìí nírọ̀rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èmi àti yín àní tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ o, àní taṣu àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ o, àní bí ọmọ aráyé nínú o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọn ò ní bínú sí wa, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a wá ti wá sílé ayé tá a ti wá ṣe, ajé ògúngúlùsọ á fi ṣèrọrùn fún wa. Tá a bá wẹ́rẹ́ ní kẹ́ni èèyàn kéèyàn tó wù yín láti inú ọkàn yín pé kẹ́ ẹ tẹfá kẹ́ ẹ ṣẹ́fá, àmọ́ owó ò tí ì sí, ajé ò tí ì sí, ajé á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín. Ajé á gbé èèyàn fún yín, á gbóhùn lọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fún yín tó máa bá yín ṣe tiyín náà láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó rí wá ń gbé yín lọ ẹsẹ̀ yín ò ní ṣì yín lọ́nà níbẹ̀ o. Gbogbo àwọn alábíamọ tó wà ń bí àní fojú sunkún ọmọ. Èmi àti yín àní mọ sàárè ọmọ, wọn ò ní fọmọ wa, wọn ò ní fi dà wá láàmú, wọn ò ní fà wá náà, wọn ò ní fi dà wọn mọ wa láàmú. Ẹrù tálábíamọ ìtú wọn ò ní gbé wá kákọ̀ọ́kan nu wa mọ́lé. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní bọ́ bàtà ọ̀fọ̀ síwájú wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tó jẹ́ ìyàwó lọ́ọ̀dẹ ọkọ wọn ẹ̀ ní dokú ọ̀sán gangan. Ọkọ yín ò ní tójú yín kù, wọn ò ní rú òkú ọkọ yín wálé fún yín, ọmọ aráyé ò ní sọ yín di òkú ọ̀sán gangan láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin tó dẹ̀ wà níbí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀ ní fojú sunkún àwọn ìyàwó yín. Àwọn ìyàwó tó wà lọ́ọ̀dẹ yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n máa bá yín kalẹ̀ ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá lágbàlagbà ńlé tó ń ṣàìsàn tó ti wá di àgbàná fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ á mú wọn lára dá, Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ á mú wọn lára dá. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà lé yín wọn ò ní jágbàná fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Báwa náà ṣe wá ń dàgbà, àágbó àátọ́ àáfèrègìjòbì àáfọwọ́ kan ewu báyìí nínú àlàáfíà, nínú ọlá, nínú ọlà ni. Àní fàìsàn ló gbà kò wá sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó ojú èmi àti yín ò ní ríbi, kò sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó sẹ́ ojú wa ò ní ríbi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a tún ti wí lénìí àbáládá o, wọ́n dẹ̀ ní àbámọ̀dá kan ìdá tiẹ̀ kó má ṣe. Èyí tèmi àti yín wí lénìí àbáládá sẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ ní àbá náà ni alágẹmọ máa ń dá, òrìṣà òkè ló ń fàṣẹ sí. Èyí tá a ti wí lénìí òrìṣà òkè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí. Wọ́n ní torí pé àwíṣẹ ni ti Ifá, àfọ̀ṣẹ ni tọ̀rúnmìlà. Èyí tá a wí lénìí àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n ti bá wa gbà á láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní tẹ́yìn iwájú bá gé ẹran tèrègì máa ń gbà á ni. Èyí tá a ti wí lénìí ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pá kí àlàtẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ láyé, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ lọ́run ẹ ti bá wa gbà, ẹ ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o, ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní táfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ báyìí á kan bí oko lára ni. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbóhùn mi, afẹ́fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, afẹ́fẹ́ ìwúre yìí á kàn yín, á kan rí yín, á kan ẹlẹ́dàá yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ torí àwíṣẹ ni ti Ifá o, àfọ̀ṣẹ ni tọ̀rúnmìlà. Àṣẹ ti gùn, àrọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Ó yá.
Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn ó bá wa ṣe. Àní
Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn ó bá wa ṣe. Ifá bá wa ṣe o, Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Títí ọ̀la tá a tún máa pàdé lórí ètò Àṣẹ for Today. Èmi náà ni ìyá yín, ọ̀rẹ́ yín, olóyè Iyanifa Ewa tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Iyanifa Ewa. Until tomorrow when we will come in on another episode of Àṣẹ for Today, I remain your host, yours faithfully, Chief Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. 6 a.m. Nigerian time is the time, 5 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, 12 noon or 12 midnight for those of you on the EST. Títí ọ̀la ẹ̀yin la máa máa rí, àwa náà lẹ máa máa bá, wọn ò ní fẹ́ lómi ìṣe wa o. ojú tẹ́ fi ń fọ́ ojú tẹ́ fi ń wò wá kò ní fọ́, etí tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní di, ìmọ̀ àti òye tí Ifá ń fún wa kò ní lọ, iye wa báyìí kò ní rá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tá a bá kọjú sí, ire la máa gbá níbẹ̀. Mo ṣe Àbọrú Àbọyè fún gbogbo ọmọ ilé Ifá, mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ àsúre Ìwòrì fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ awo, mo ṣe ogbó atọ́, ogbó ẹdọ, ogbó alàwòrò lótùfẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ ilé Ajíbọ́lá. Mo ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn wọn á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àṣẹ. You can catch a replay on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Watch the replays of every episode. This is season 3, episode 21. She 21, yeah, be 22. I think today is episode 22, season 3, which means we have had season 1 with 26 episodes. Season 2 had 30 episodes. This is season 3. Now imagine how many episodes we have had that you have missed. So head over to Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube and catch a replay. Check out the website ifakole.ng and pick a course, pick a book, pick a program, learn something. Women in Ifá and ÌṢẸШE. Women in Ifá and ÌŞẸШE, something is cooking. Something is cooking. Something is cooking. Before the end of this year, ó kéré tán, ó wá kéré jù, I am going to personally initiate 20 Iyanifas. So you know that you have a calling, or whether you are not even sure. Is it Ifá that called you? Is it an Orisha? Is it Egbe? But you are a woman practicing Ifá and ÌШԵШE. Just get ready. Something is coming up. Something is happening. To the men out there, tell your wives and your sisters and your moms and your ex-wife, your ex-girlfriends, the girl you're asking out, your neighbor's wife. The only conversation you should have with your neighbor's wife is come and join Ifá and ÌШΕШE. Ẹ má sọ pé Iyanifa ló rán yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ neighbor's wife o. Tell the girl down the street and the girl by the corner. You see that girl you're always watching her page on TikTok that she's shaking. Tell her to come and join Ifá and ΙШΕШE. Tell her. Come and join all of you. Invite all the women. We'll be announcing the date very soon. But get ready. Emma Agbaradi, women in Ifá and ΙШΕШE, something huge is coming. So títí ọ̀la, ire báyìí òun la máa bára wa ṣe. Let me post the WhatsApp number for 1 minute and pin it again so that you can